It's time to add some spice to your nooner. Nooner funny. This is the place where big-time guests, bold opinions, and little cute doggies come together. This is Rothman and Ice.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus, the #1 rated windows and doors in Columbus.
So where's the office back at Division? Yeah, in the office, baby. Going out.
When you hear that, you know what time it is. It's Friday, and welcome in to Rothman and Ice. I'm Matty Ice, across the glass doing his thing on the board per usual is TLC. And to my right, ladies and gentlemen, I am joined by a former Buckeye and a Grey Cup MVP by the name of DeVere Posey.
Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
Depot, happy Friday. How you feeling, big dog? It's good to see you again.
Man, good to see you, man. I know we got a few shows lined up next week, and for some reason I was like, why not start this month off the right way?
Let's get it going.
Let's get it going.
It's a new month. We are 29 days away from the old Scarlet and Gray getting out there on the gridiron and getting after the Texas Longhorns. It is the best time of year, folks. Thanks so much for your time. We appreciate you as always. We will give away a $50 gift card to Skyline Chili today. Skyline is introducing a new chicken chili to their menu. The same legendary Skyline taste you know now with a new protein option available at Columbus area Skyline locations only while supplies last. Our lineup for today, Buckeye Camp rocking and rolling. It's been awesome to hear the guys out there, T-Bone and Tyvis, Morning Juice with Bobby and Tito, and then the guys that lead into our show, Bo, Reeser, Baker, all those guys have been killing it and providing some good content for us. And just thanks to the coaches and everybody that stopped by. I know Ross Bjork was on today, so we will get some of that sound to you if you missed that. Our lineup for today, though, will be Stephen Means does an awesome job covering Buckeye football over at Cleveland.com. 1:30, Lindsay Rhodes, formerly of the NFL Network, now over at Sumer Sports, will join us to talk all things NFL. And then 2:30, as we always do on a Friday at this time of the year, we will throw some chin music with Jensen Lewis, get his thoughts on the MLB trade deadline, what Cleveland did, and some of the other big moves around the sport. If you miss any of that, don't worry. You can always catch up wherever you get your podcast. All you have to do is type in Rothman and Ice. Everything we do from noon to 3 will be waiting there for you. Bet365 is the exclusive sports betting sponsor of the Rothman and Ice podcast. Depot, what's been going on, man? You been good?
I've been good, man. I just need to revisit this, and we're gonna go all the way back to the beginning of the show.
Okay, run it back.
What made Skyline go with chicken and not like beef?
You know, just adding some options to their menu, just some optionality for them over there.
So are we talking like chicken pieces in the chili? Or are we talking a whole chicken hot?
I think there's some shredded chicken in there.
Okay,
some shredded chicken.
So
in there.
The chili is in hand.
Yeah. Just a little remix on the chili. You know, you're getting to that time of year. We were talking, I think, last week when you were in, where you woke up, I think it was last Monday, and the humidity wasn't as heavy as it was throughout the last few weeks. And then I woke up last night going into this morning. I'm like, it's about 55, 58 degrees outside. Let's throw another layer. Yeah,
he calls his jacket.
The best time of year, dude.
Yeah,
we'll get into it, man.
Absolutely, you can feel fall so what you're alluding to is it's fall. You feeling that Skyline chili time? It's coming around, right? That did sound pretty good because it's getting a little bit chilly. I wanted some ramen. I'm like, what? The weather's changing. My palate's changing. So I'm super excited though. This time of year for me, August is. I'm starting to appreciate it as a fan. Like I'm getting my patio together. You're getting the TV ready. You're getting that space. You're getting the what I'm gonna cook on each meal day. I'm looking forward to a wasteless, probably like it's just gonna have so much intrinsic joy, right? Okay. When I'm watching, and it's not gonna be the Ohio State game because I'm going to the Texas game. It'll probably be some time after that.
Yeah, because you'll be on the field, I'm sure, for the Texas.
We got to find the first, crazy lineup Saturday.
Just lock in.
We gotta find that first 2 months. You know that day.
Oh, yeah.
That it's like major top five, and then like man.
Yeah.
And we get a good late West Coast game. I'm waiting for that day, Maddie. That's the day.
Those are the best, right? When you have everything set up, maybe in your cooler, your fridge, whatever it may be. You got it all lined up, whatever you want to drink to get you through the day. Then you got the snacks, you got the main courses, you got it all. Like the in-home experience
gotta have it right.
is tremendous right now. Going to a game, you can't beat it. If you are one of the lucky people that will be in the stadium for Ohio State and Texas, the atmosphere is going to be absolutely incredible. But, man, what you can get done at home and the money that you can save, like – it's awesome, right? Yeah. It really is. But either way, football is right around the corner. This is what we've been waiting for, and there's so much anticipation about this Ohio State team, what they will look like resetting at not only quarterback but a bunch of other positions. So it'll be fascinating to see what we get there. And, again, you'll hear from coaches throughout the show as how they're feeling about the early portion of camp. TLC, happy Friday, big dog. How you feeling over there today? You good?
Oh, it's all good. I got my jacket today, so I'm all good because yesterday was freezing in this joint.
Yeah, it was icy in here.
All right, so now I'm all right.
That is for sure.
But I did watch a lot of the game last night, so I wasn't like clamoring for football.
Yeah.
Like, it was July 31st, but it was on. I flipped it on. The theme music started playing. I'm like, all right, I'm kind of
it got you going a little bit.
It got you going.
The way I consumed it yesterday was I had Love Island on the tablet. And the game on the TV. There's a little bit of
we have two totally different vibes going on.
A little background noise right
gangster and a gentleman right there.
Listen, man, Love Island is popping.
a lover and a warrior. This guy right here.
Love Island is crazy this season. But speaking of the Hall of Fame game, you had Chargers, you had Lions getting after. Final score of that one was 34-7 in favor of the Chargers. But you come out of that game, and if you didn't watch it last night, I don't blame anybody for not watching that game. There's some buzz.
Go there.
There's some buzz out there about, Trey Lance, he looked okay. Now, look, we cannot overreact to this.
No.
We can't overreact to this, but he has been a polarizing guy around the sport the last few years after the Niners selected him third overall back in 2021. But he looked okay.
I just somebody from one of these major media sources, come do an article with me, and we're going to talk about quarterback development is okay. If there can be a guy that has a job as a number 2 like Chase Daniels for 10, 12, 15 years.
Make a lot of money.
Brian Hoyer, if that job exists, quarterback development is okay. And we need to start this rhetoric, and we need to hone in on this because you guys continue to throw these professional quarterbacks to the sewers like you can find a guy who can throw the ball 70 yards accurately off the street. You can't, Maddie. So it's okay that Trey Lance, like a guy like Baker Mayfield, a guy like Sam Darnold, might take time to mature.
And Trey Lance is a lot younger than those guys you mentioned. He is still 25 years old.
Man.
And so
Justin Fields is a guy.
He's right. Yep. Got a lot of runway left if he can figure it out. The Chargers in-house, as we know, they have their quarterback of the future. But what this could turn into is obviously for them a solid backup if you need it. But it may also be an asset. May also be an asset for another team, right? We're getting to that portion of the calendar where guys are going to go down with injuries. And so if you have something another team wants, especially at that position, that can go a long way for you.
Man, and you know, this time of year, quarterbacks are the position to where quarterbacks and running backs, you can see preseason trades happening, right? You remember DTR last year? So that kind of stuff happens. Quarterback heavy rooms are, and preseason performance do merit those quarterback trade talks when rosters get slimmed down. I know Indy is a team that could potentially be looking. I know the Cleveland Browns have an overage at quarterbacks, and they have professionals. Words, Shedeur Sanders is showing professionalism, so he'll get an opportunity. And then you have performances like Trey Lance when these guys come and show. And I think Josh Dobbs had a huge preseason a while ago and was able to get traded into a position like a quarterback position team that had that team need, and he was able to give some. I think it was Minnesota, right? And he was able to give him some good time. This was the year before Darnold. So this happens around this time of year for sure.
Yeah, and you mentioned two good teams as far as they have a lot of quarterback depth. Maybe they can move off from. Same could be said about the New York Giants,
Absolutely.
right? With Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston and now Jackson Dart added to the mix. So, yeah, like TLC said, you hear that music last night. You see some pads popping, guys out there trying to make a name for themselves. And look, for those guys, some of it's do or die. Like you're scratching and clawing to get onto any roster that you can. And so, yeah, it was fun, man. And both those teams, the Chargers and the Lions, when we get into the regular season, I think they're both going to have some impressive things to offer. We know the Lions have been in that Super Bowl mix as far as teams we can forecast out as who could possibly win a Super Bowl. I wanted to throw this at you because I know you're high on Jameson Williams this year.
Yes.
The former Buckeye and the former Alabama wide receiver.
I think he's going to have a great year.
1,100 yards, is that in play for him this year? 1,100 yards. He played in 15 games last year and had 1,000 yards.
I would do 1,100 yards, and I would do 350 rushing yards.
Ooh.
Yep.
He's got the ability.
Yep.
It's not that. He definitely has the ability. He's one of those guys, like, if he gets the ball in space and your team is trying to slow him down, you get shook a little bit because in the blink of an eye, that dude could be in the end zone.
My two favorite Jameson Williams plays are the Alabama post that he had, and he, like, turned that corner and kept going, like, because most guys fall.
Yeah.
That, and then the jet sweep versus the 49ers in the first quarter, I think it was a year ago.
Different.
It's just like and he can run. Like, I know you can run routes to catch, but that type of stuff that's crazy.
When you're running away from some of the best athletes in the world, you're a cut above, obviously.
It just blows my mind that he didn't get to play here. It's just wild, but it's just like timing. And, but yeah, I'm really high on him this year. I think he's going to have a huge year.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And so you had that going on last night. When we got off the air into the night, there was news coming out of Washington Depot. Former Buckeye wide receiver Terry McLaurin has requested a trade.
Yeah,
I think this is your typical disgruntled player playbook, right?
Well,
you have the hold in, you have the request of a trade now. Soon after that, I wouldn't be surprised if we see the wiping of anything Washington Commanders on his social media. Like, these are the things guys do. And I understand T-Mac digging in, but that was the latest, is that he and his agent have gone to the front office and said, get me out of Washington. I want to go play elsewhere. Does he really want to play elsewhere? I don't think so, but there's only so many levers you can pull when you're a player in the situation that, Scary Terry is in.
Well, I think these things, I don't know, Cole, you let me know. The 90s and the early 2000s, what you mentioned, you didn't have the power. Wiping social media, right?
Yeah.
Saying everything that I don't and banner for this team, my face as being the face of this team, I'm going to remove it until I get what I want. That whole contract negotiation style, to me, where I think it is derived from and came is Clutch Sports and LeBron and his people. And
Rich Paul?
Well, to be honest, think about,
let's blame them for anything. I don't care.
Well, think about Myles Garrett's approach this year.
Yeah.
Who's he represented by?
Rich Paul and Clutch Sports.
Okay, what were the same things that you mentioned that he did to get what he wanted?
Threw out a message on social media, did any interview he could do at Radio Row. But you said, though, what is the most important thing? There is only certain guys that can play these cards.
That can do that, yeah. There's
maybe a handful of guys on each roster that can do this, maybe.
But within that negotiation technique, in there's a section called leverage that definitely allows for, Deshaun Watson, when he did it, he didn't have the right amount of leverage. You didn't win as many games and perform that well. You had a good year, and it kind of backfired. So you look at Myles Garrett, the leverage. Terry McLaurin, the leverage. 1,000 every year. It doesn't matter which quarterback. We've done it with your guy. I want to be on pace and on par. I wouldn't say it's typical disgruntled player. I would just say great negotiation tactic with leverage at this time of year. This team is making a push. Terry, get your money, man. You're 30.
I think he's going to get it, too, from Washington.
I hope so.
I think he'll get it from them. I think they have the wiggle room to get it done.
Let's go, Terry.
They
get
know
that
how
money, man.
He is, because this is his time, and he's been balling, as you said. So
great
that
negotiation.
was some of the football nuggets that were out there last night. If you missed it, coming up, Edric Houston went down with an injury yesterday. How severe was it? We'll hit you with an update next. It's Rothman and Ice right here on The Fan.
We used to have a billboard with our host's face on it, but only ugly people work here now.
You mama say you ugly, hey!
The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Irish Adventure awaits at the Dublin Irish Festival August 1st through 3rd in Dublin, Ohio. Voted 2025 USA Today Best Cultural Festival in the nation. This year promises 3 incredible days of Irish music, dance, food and fun. Enjoy unique Irish experiences as you explore one of the top festivals in the US. Drawing over 90,000 guests to Dublin, Ohio each year. Get your tickets at dublinirishfestival.org.
Skyline is introducing a new chicken chili. Come get that world-famous Skyline flavor you love with a new protein option. Try the new Skyline chicken chili on Waze, Coney's, and all your Skyline favorites. At Columbus Skyline locations only while supplies last.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 in monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at tmobile.com.
2 years ago, Bobby Carpenter completed treatments for knee pain at QC Kinetics. So we're checking in with the former college and pro football player to see how he's doing.
I've been asked a lot, like, how long does this last? How long does it work? I go, I've had mine for a couple years, and everything feels very good. It feels just as good as it did when I started to turn the corner.
Bobby's an active husband, dad, and business owner. That's why 2 years ago, he heard about QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative treatments, and he knew he could trust them for his chronic knee pain.
And thankfully, with QC Kinetics, I was able to go through this, and my activities are the same as it was. I'm able to coach my kids in sports. I can play golf. I can go run.
QC Kinetics patients like Bobby don't miss a beat. No surgery or rehab. Just freedom from debilitating joint pain. Ready for lasting relief from joint pain? Call QC Kinetics today for your complimentary consultation and see if you're a good candidate.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Did you know dropping your first 25 pounds with Awaken 180 adds 6 to 8 yards to every shot? Even better scores every 5 pounds after that. Look it up. Freedom from excess fat is measurable. Take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Join our resident gambling degenerates Dave Biddle and Scotty Vegas for On the Money Sunday morning at 9.
Presented by ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
All the action, none of the responsibility. The Fan.
Hey, Ohio, don't wait. The Ohio State Fair is here now through Sunday, August 3rd. Experience fair favorites like the Butter Cow, livestock animals, shopping, delicious food, exciting entertainment, thrilling rides, competitions, and so much more. Make memories that will last a lifetime at the Ohio State Fair through August 3rd. Get your tickets at ohiostatefair.com.
This radio commercial was made to convince you to stop speeding. We can't use siren sound effects on the radio, so we'll use other equally jarring sound effects to get your attention. Like telling you that whether you drive a little over the speed limit or a lot, you can crash just the same. You could hurt yourself or worse, others.
I'm at the scene of the collision.
And the damage you cause will be beyond repair. See, we didn't have to use crash or siren sounds after all. Speeding catches up with you. Brought to you by NHTSA.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A beautiful Friday ahead. Will be much more comfortable, less humidity, and comfortable temperatures in the low 80s with plenty of sunshine. And then for tonight, mostly clear skies overnight with our lows a crisp upper 50s. For Saturday, get ready for mostly sunny skies, dry conditions, and our highs yet again in the low 80s. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with your 10 weather impact forecast.
Bet365, the official online sports book of Rothman and Ice. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Maddie ranked the most dynamic duo of all time, Caesar Salad and Moscow Mule. This is Rothman and Ice.
Welcome back in. Devere Posey in the house today for our guy AR. Bottom of the hour, Stephen Means, Cleveland.com. He'll join us to talk about Buckeye camp, first few days on and popping. What do you see up there?
I see Egbuka looking good.
Emeka Egbuka. Speaking of Emeka, I've been seeing a quote go around from Brandon Ennis. I think he's over there speaking to the media right now. And the quote is, Brandon Ennis says, without question, Depot, Emeka is the smartest football player he's ever played with.
Yep.
And you combine that with what Baker Mayfield had to say about him. I think we played that clip where he was just really hyping up Emeka and his smarts and being able to move around in the offense already. And so, man, this guy, you hear nothing but positivity for him. And now I think he's in an advantageous situation in Tampa as a rookie. You got Mike Evans in the room, but also you got a squad around you that's been winning. So that's awesome.
It's an understatement of like how smart he is. I mean, he told me, I met him like his freshman year going to his sophomore year, like in a one of these Buckeye community events. I mean, I think he had caught a couple punts, got in a bit, but he was going in sophomore year, and I said, man, what are you studying? So, oh man, I got like 1 more year, 2 more years at Fisher, and I'm like, wait, you're in Fisher? He was like, yeah. I was like, you're about to be a sophomore. So Fisher's a business school, Ohio State. Yeah. You normally go in junior year if you come here on main campus. This guy graduated high school early, took classes at community college, got here, did 1 year, was able to go into business school, got his degree a long time ago. It's not an understatement when you talk about how smart he is or that he knows every single position. I've heard Baker Mayfield say that you can plug him in at anywhere for a rookie. Yep. Ultimate compliment. Then on top of that, like you just get flashbacks of that clip of, hey, like Emeka low-key helped seal our natty with that call of saying, hey, let's throw a go ball with Jeremiah on this guy. So he knows football. I just love seeing him get successful. He's one of my favorite recent Buckeyes, just the guy he is and the type of career he had, fought through adversity to leave with a natty first-round draft pick. He's going to do well.
And, we mentioned the Baker Mayfield hype from him he was on the New Heights podcast. And here is exactly what Depot and I are talking about if you haven't heard it.
And Emeka Egbuka is an absolute stud.
Okay.
He's a real deal.
Yeah. What makes you say that?
Okay, you know how you just can't teach guys leaving the ground to catch the ball? He's always grounded when he catches it, keeps moving. There's yak potential out the wazoo there, but he's just so damn smart. I mean, he's willing to block, willing to do everything we ask him to do. But then, I mean, we can plug and play him at any of the 3 receiver spots right now. Yeah. It's pretty exciting.
Oh, yeah. And he's in a situation he's gonna go down in Tampa to where if Chris Godwin, he's been dealing with some injuries, recovering from that this offseason. If he's not ready to go, then Emeka can, I think, step in and hold it down. Yeah. But the more weeks that Tampa can get the 3 of those guys out there, they're going to be stressing defenses out with that passing attack. And we know their quarterback, Baker, he's a gunslinger. He likes to throw the rock around the lot a lot. And so for him, I don't know if the numbers this year, Depot, will be crazy good for Emeka, but I think he's going to be impactful in a few catches a game that move the chains, a couple of timely touchdowns throughout the year. He's no doubt going to help them in year 1.
Well, he's been very durable during his career at Ohio State, I would say. I mean, he had nicks, but I know he's extremely tough and he's played through a lot of pain. I remember some games we didn't know, and I think he sat out a couple his junior year. But the thing about Emeka, Chris Godwin or not, Mike Evans or not, at the end of the season, when the Buccaneers are going to be trying to beat Atlanta, they should beat the Saints, right? Mm-hmm. And they should beat the Panthers. He's going to make big plays in those games. Yep. Just like I don't care what his numbers are, fantasy or I'm not telling you to draft them guys, but he'll make big plays in those games. Take the player props. That's what you do.
All day. And when you have Mike Evans out wide, you're not going to allow him to be in single coverage a bunch. So that can work for Emeka too. Like down there in the slot, he's going to be cooking.
Well, to be real, we might see more of him for that. No disrespect to Mike Evans and who he is as a player, but Emeka Egbuka has been in the shadow of JSN, Marvin Harrison Jr.,
Jeremiah.
He's probably better than we don't even know really how good he really is, to be
That happens.
You know what I'm saying?
That happens at programs like Ohio State.
Like Terry McLaurin.
That's exactly where I was going to go.
Yep.
Like, you see that on the football side.
Yeah.
Sometimes in basketball, we've seen that with some of the guys that went to Kentucky, right?
Yep.
You look at the careers of some of those guys and where they were when they played for Calipari and what they turned into in the NBA. It's just crowded, right? There's only so many footballs that can go around, so many shots that can get up when you have a loaded roster like that. So I definitely think you're onto something there with Emeka, that there maybe even more upside in the NFL when he gets those opportunities. And in time, when Mike Evans retires, I think he can step in and really be their dude down there in Tampa. Yesterday, coming out of camp, there was a little bit of an injury scare, Depot, and it was wrapped around Edric Houston's name. And so last night, Pete Thamel provided this update. The lower body injury sustained in practice earlier today, and this was again last night, by Ohio State projected starting D tackle Edric Houston does not look like a long-term injury. The early results are that it's not considered serious. And then today, our guy Pat Murphy from Bucknuts.com does some good work for us here at The Fan. He tweeted out, after suffering a scary injury yesterday, Edric Houston was back out on the field today. The Ohio State D tackle had a knee brace and walked around the outside during practice. So,
little knee sprain.
Positive news there, to say the least. He is a guy that is going to have a ton of work on his plate, and I think he's ready to deliver this year.
If I were to get hurt in training camp, it would be August 1st if we play in Texas game 1, because my mindset would be, I'll see y'all game week. Hey, man, guys, listen.
Take your time in that training room.
I will see y'all game week. I'm going to stay in contention. Well, I would probably come out the week before to get going again.
Yeah.
But I will see you guys full speed game week.
That's why I think, to your point, you see some of these guys in the NFL that are vets that haven't signed yet.
Oh, I'm chilling.
They're looking around, telling their agent, let's take our time a little bit. Take our time a little bit. That way I don't have to go out there in those practices and the heat and all that stuff.
I've been in a few of those situations where you're like, whatever, I'll show up early. Don't do it.
Matt Patricia, new DC for your Ohio State Buckeyes, was on with T-Bone and Tyvus. Here's his thoughts on the defensive line.
You know, we're not in pads right now, so we're doing some things schematically where we can take a look at movement calls and things like that. But when we get those pads on, we really got to see who can come off the ball, who can knock someone back, who can control the line of scrimmage. I'm excited for that. You know, we get into those modes in camp, and it's not only we get the one-on-ones and we get a little bit of pod work, and then we can maybe go some inside drill, which, you know, I love 9-on-7. Let's go. So I'm excited about it. You know, look, this group just hasn't had a lot of time to play. And you know, thankfully last year you had a great veteran group that came back and dominated up front. These guys just got to get the reps. You know, they're really talented, good players. It's just that amount of snaps they've had. We've got to get that as fast as possible.
He touched on last year's group and how productive they were.
Yeah.
Ohio State, as a unit a year ago, ranked second in the country in sacks, Depot. Remember, that was a big-time talking point going into the season was, can the D-line get home? Like, last couple of years we've been saying, where are the sacks at, right? They were talking about pressures over there, but completing the mission is obviously what you want to do. So they finished second in the country in sacks last year with 53. Between Jack Sawyer, JT, Tyleik Williams, Ty Hamilton, and Cody Simon, guys that are now gone on to the NFL, 34 and a half of those 53 sacks are gone, right? And so that room, who is going to be a guy or guys that can step up and create that static more times than not, that's just a huge deal for me as we get ready for the season.
Yeah, pressure on the quarterback. I think the big part of the JTT and Jack Sawyer, Ty Hamilton era was those guys developing into what we needed them to become this last year. Do I think if they were their junior year, you know, the year before, would the results be a little bit different? Who knows? You know, if we saw more of those games we saw in JTT his sophomore year, who knows? But I do know having that type of presence to where you're wrecking games, and we just need game records at Ohio State. It helped Caleb Downs. It helped Jermaine Matthews. It helps Igbinosa when you can get to the quarterback. This group, regardless of who it is, Matty, and I'm not saying 50, you got to lead the nation. We just need two highly productive, like 9-10 guys. Like, right, like you named a lot of guys for 30 sacks. Yeah. I'll take two guys that give me 20, and you can give me 3 that give me 6. I'm okay with that. I'm I'm okay with that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right?
We'll go over to camp next and talk to Stephen Means in 2 minutes, who covers Ohio State for Cleveland.com, to get his thoughts on what he's seen at practice in the early stages of the process right here on The Fan.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
My name is Andre Roberts, and I'm a defender for the Ohio State men's soccer team. When I was in 7th grade, I fractured my kneecap. That was my first experience with Orthopedic One. My physician came in the room and delivered the diagnosis, and with the confidence that he had, it reassured me that I would be okay. And they definitely did a good job of knowing as a soccer player when I needed confidence, when I needed to be pushed, and they got me right back to where I was before my injury. Orthopedic One understood what it means to be a soccer player.
Working your way through that honey-do list? That means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing and drain cleanings and repairs and all your heating and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your furnace or air conditioner. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain cleaning? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing issues? Call the Waterworks. Furnace repairs? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted neighborhood plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
Rothman and Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Maddie's favorite show is Big Brother. Don't read into it. He's only watching strangers through hidden cameras. You're listening to Rothman and Creepy Stalker Guy.
Welcome back in. DeVere Posey in the house today for AR. Going to light up right now the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline and bring on Stephen Means. Does an awesome job covering Ohio State football over at Cleveland.com. Stephen, happy Friday, brother. How you feeling?
I'm great. How you guys?
Good, man. Thanks so much for your time. Let's get right down to brass tacks and just, what have you seen from the quarterbacks? What's jumped out to you? Anything significant right now as far as not getting an answer to who's going to be the guy, but just the work that these guys are putting in at the quarterback position? What's jumped out to you there?
Yeah, I think a mixed bag of a little bit of everything after 2 days. Well, again, it's only been 2 days. They're not even in full pads yet. It's a bit of an acclimation period. But I think at their best, you've seen Julian Sand drop some nice throws to Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith. And Lincoln Keenholz has showed off how strong his arms are. And in fact, I think he's like the best at throwing slant routes of any of these quarterbacks for whatever that's worth. But I think it's hilarious. He's like on point with every slant route. But they've also had their lows. I thought today there was a lot of check downs. And some of that might have been designed by the practice plan, but not necessarily a lot of deep shots today. Julian Sand yesterday had a pretty bad pick. So it's, again, a mixed bag right now, not anywhere near where it might be by the time one of these guys takes the field against on August 30th against Texas, but a little bit of everything from these young quarterbacks right now, which, again, is to be expected. We're not looking for the best possible version of them on August 1st, the same way we will be, obviously, sometime in November.
Yeah, Steven, I wanted to ask you specifically, I saw the wide receivers doing some stuff on social media, and the order in which you do the drills matters, right? Like I think I saw Jeremiah Smith first, Carnell second, I saw Endis third, and then fourth, I thought I maybe saw a Mylan Graham or Bryson Rogers. So I wanted to ask you about that position. And then on the other side of the ball, I know Jermaine Matthews is out there. I know Igbinosa is out there. Who are you seeing as that nickel third cornerback too and fourth receiver?
Yeah, a wide receiver. The two deep is pretty set. JJ and Carnell on the outside, where Brandon Ennis is in the slot. Bryson Rogers is probably the backup. slot right now. He's probably wide receiver 4.
Okay.
But as camp goes on, I'm just going to be real. I'm not going to be shocked if Mylan Graham is 4th.
5-star from Indiana.
Wide receiver.
Yeah,
he is. Listen, man, Garrett Wilson has walked back in the building from Indiana instead of Texas, man. He is very, very special as a football player. And then on the other side, I know everybody's talking about corners playing nickel, but I think the thing people need to be on the lookout for is what if you just put Caleb Downs at nickel? Because Malik Hartford and Jalen McLean can just be your normal safeties, and then Caleb Downs is essentially just playing Caleb Downs, where you put him in that nickel role where he's involved in everything. He can be in a little bit of coverage. He can be involved in the run game. He's always right there in the middle of their defense. And some of the stuff that we saw Jim Knowles doing with Caleb Downs, especially after that Oregon game, and especially in that Texas game, what if that's just his role for the next 6 months here? I think that is probably more on the table than any of us maybe anticipated coming into the offseason. But I am on the lookout for the starting 11 takes the field against Texas, and Caleb Downs is playing nickel.
I was going to say, and I love that point too, because he has shown the ability to guard slot receivers and shown the abilities to guard tight ends. And I just think for him, just like allowing him to have the whole middle of the field and then be able to come guard somebody, I just think like this is his way to the Thorpe, right? Like to be the best college defensive player if he has those opportunities, like for those man-to-man coverage picks and blitzing off the edge. I love that. That's a great point.
Brandon is brought up today when we talked to receivers after practice that there have been plenty of times where Caleb Downs knows the play better than the guys on offense knows the play, and he's calling this stuff out. He's one of the smartest players. He said Emeka Egbuka is the smartest player he's ever played with, but Caleb Downs is up there as well. So listen, whatever gets Caleb Downs involved in as many plays as possible, sign me up for that. And if that means putting him at nickel where he's doing slot corner stuff, he's doing safety stuff, maybe he's doing a little bit of linebacker stuff, I'm all for it.
Yeah, no doubt. Stephen Means, Cleveland.com, covers Ohio State at a very high level, joining us here on The Fan. Stephen, I think one guy for me personally that can really help raise the ceiling for Ohio State this year, whatever that is right now, is Bo Atkinson. How's that looked early on, right? Him transferring in from North Carolina. I just think he needs to be a constant presence on that defensive line this year. I think there's a nice amount of pressure on him amongst other guys, but him coming in with some experience, I think he's got to be a do for them.
I think the funny thing about Bo was, obviously when you're new somewhere, you're getting adjusted to how they do things. And since he showed up here in the summer, this is technically his first 2 practices as an Ohio State football player. And he was – listen, they're not in pads yet, so there's a level. You play football, so you know that there's a level you go at things before you're in full pads. And he's going 100 when you're supposed to be going 25, which I like, right? You're setting the tone for how you want to go about some things there. I've liked what I've seen through the first couple of days. I like what I've seen from C.J. Hicks, but really, Bo Atkinson and then Kenyatta Jackson, we've heard Kenyatta's name a lot over the last couple of weeks. I think that defensive end group is starting to come into form here where Jack and JT were really awesome last year, but I think it's to have an expectation that there won't be a drop-off this year is a fair expectation based on, again, they're not in pads. It's been 2 days of practices. You take everything with a grain of salt, but I at least like the early returns of what I've seen from Bo Atkinson, C.J. Hicks, Caden Curry, and Kenyatta Jackson at defensive end.
So you're not wrong about that. And just being totally honest, me and Maddie were looking at it. So it was how many sacks?
So last year, Stephen, as you know, Ohio State was second in the country in sack with 53, right? So the guys that went out the door, Jack, JT, Tyleek, Cody Simon, and Ty Hamilton, accounted for 34.5 of the 53.
Five guys for 34.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I think the 26 – the guys who had 26 opportunities, they need more opportunities. So it's going to happen this year. So you're probably on to something in terms of like pass rushing and getting to the quarterback. These guys with all these opportunities will probably, I think, have more production. Just say it. They'll probably have more production.
I mean, they kind of have to, right? Like you got to replace it somehow. And I know Edric Houston got nicked up yesterday, and he did not practice today. He was out there in a knee brace, but he was with the group who was going. It was kind of recovering from injury, but it's not supposed to be anything serious. He should be ready to go by the Texas game. The names of the people who should be replacing that production, there's promise in those names. Now, as Ryan Day would say, you got to go do it, and you're starting off with a pretty tough opponent to do it against, but at least you should have optimism that you said 34 sacks are what you're trying to replace between those defensive ends where Edric Houston might be as a defensive tackle, Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles. I like what they have the ability to do with this defense and Matt Patricia and the multiple things they might be able to do with it.
Absolutely. I think when I'm thinking about the captains coming out this year and a guy, I just believe he's just a lock with his leadership. I got to play with him in the softball game and you know, have a little side conversation with him. His ability to be versatile. He's played right guard, he's played left guard. What are you seeing from Luke Montgomery's leadership in terms of, like, with this group? I mean, he's been a part of some huge Ohio State plays. I mean, he was on the field for Ohio State history, and you just got all of that coming back with all his versatility. Is he primed to help lead this, you know, this offense, or maybe be up for a Remington Award this year?
Yeah, the interior of this offensive line overall has really stepped up from a leadership standpoint. I think Luke was once one of the leaders of his recruiting class when he first got here, right? And so this is a natural next step for him, especially after essentially getting baptized by fire last year. He got thrown into that situation because of all of the injuries. I think Luke, I think Carson, Austin, even if he's popping out the right tackle, we had a lot of questions about Justin Fry and the job he did with his offensive line in the last week, especially on the recruiting trail. But it's fair to say that Justin Fry left this group in a better place, especially as you're seeing some of these guys develop. And Luke Montgomery, that's one of the guys, him and Austin Sarah, but I'm expecting to take a significant step this year from where they were a year ago.
Yeah, I think Coach Fry, if Luke Montgomery goes in the job, he would have had, 4 first-rounders, which would be crazy. And we gave him a hard time.
It's a conversation about quality and quantity. Right. I think the quality was always there, but the quantity is maybe where it lacked, and that's why this was it was a necessary breakup at the end of this year.
No doubt. Steven, as always, man, we appreciate your time. I know it's getting busy for you, so appreciate you, man, and have a great weekend.
Anytime, guys. Thanks.
Yeah, I will.
Stephen Mees from Cleveland.com joined us via the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. We will round out the first hour of our show on a Friday with overs and unders next. It's Rothman and Ice right here on The Fan.
Whatever you're doing right now, just know that Bo Bishop is enjoying a sip of bourbon. Even if this promo is playing in the morning, no judgment.
Ah, sweet morning drinking.
The Fan.
It's been a great run. Care Heating and Cooling has achieved goals I could only imagine 30 years ago. But now it's time for the next generation to take over. This is Mike Weens, now the retired founder of Care Heating and Cooling with my sons, Dennis and Ryan.
Dad, as Care grew over the years, you had many opportunities to sell Care to one of the big conglomerates that are buying companies all over Central Ohio. So tell our customers why you decided to keep Care in the family.
After talking about Care's values for over 30 years, I couldn't bear the thought of Care becoming the kind of company I was warning our customers about. I know the two of you will continue to treat our customers as I would, with honesty and integrity.
We will, Dad. In 2024, Care was awarded a BBB Torch Award for Ethics and was named the Lennox Partner of the Year. You don't earn those awards by leaving cat toys behind.
Call Care Heating and Cooling at 1-800-COOLING or schedule an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com. When you need a company you can trust.
You can stream the game on your phone while you're gardening. You can stream it while you walk the dog. You can stream it at a trampoline park. You can even stream it at a monster truck rally. But the second you get behind the wheel, the game's over. Remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed. which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 in monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Common Man here. I want to tell you about my guy, Bob Capace, owner-operator of Worthington Jewelers for the past 25 years. If your only experience is going to the mall for jewelry, Bob and his team will blow you away. Service, quality, and a great price. The store is busy all the time because people keep coming back. True story. My 8-year-old daughter says to me, "When can we go see Mr. Capace again? He's nice." Yes, he's nice. Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington. WorthingtonJewelers.com.
Hello, big voice guy here. I've been hired to tell you all about the Fans YouTube channel. Did you know you can immerse yourself in Buckeye goodness like Austin and Burb's daily podcast, The Beat? Yes, sirree, Bob. Subscribe today.
John, what are you doing? Get in my car. So why are you walking to work? Thanks, man. It's these insanely high gas prices. They're draining my bank account. I can't afford to drive anymore. Dude, don't walk. Just do what I do because I never pay full price for gas anymore. I use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. Oh, wait. You're telling me you get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app? Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas. Does that actually add up to anything? I'll make around $200. Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code RICH for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's promo code RICH. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code RICH for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code RICH.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Rothman and Ice presents Overs and Unders.
Sponsored by the Roofing Guys. For all your roofing, siding, and gutter needs, contact the Roofing Guys at theroofingguys.com.
All right, TLC. It's one of many segments for you on a Friday to take over. What do you got cooked up today, big dog, in overs and unders?
Here I am. Reds and Braves are starting. They are in the, Reds are batting, so that'd be the bottom of the first as we're getting warmed up for tomorrow's,
yes.
What are we calling that? Bristol Speedway Classic?
That is
something?
happening, yes.
There's a name for it. I forget what it is, but they're playing at Bristol Motor Speedway.
At a racetrack. I've seen it already. It looks pretty good.
It's in the show.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
I'm playing it in the video game. I'm hitting the home run derbies out of it.
The show is a great game.
Yeah, it is.
Which teams?
Reds and Braves.
Yep, so they'll play in the Natty right now, Depot, and then they will travel over to the racetrack, and there's a baseball field that they build inside the racetrack.
In Indianapolis?
And they'll play, where are they at?
Bristol, Tennessee.
Bristol, Tennessee. Yeah, so it's cool. Something different. Different.
That's where Tennessee and Virginia Tech played a football game in 2016.
Yeah.
But the over-under for you is how many runs will there be in the 8th inning today? Over, under 15 and a half.
So yesterday, Depot, the 8th inning was crazy between Atlanta and Cincinnati. Both teams, I believe, scored 8 runs in the 8th inning. So that was just nuts to watch yesterday. Reds end up losing 12-11 to Atlanta. I want to go with the under on that. I highly doubt we see what we saw yesterday.
We're not going to get a repeat.
No, I highly doubt.
Yeah, nah. They're going to rest up and get ready for this Bristol tennis. They think they can hit more home runs with the open space, probably.
How many more tattoos do you have left in you? Over, under 1.5?
Over.
Yeah, over for me. I feel like I got a whole leg sleeve in me.
You said you wanted to get that done before football season.
That I want to get done. Now, that has to wait now.
It's training camp.
Right, but
I got a neck tat in me.
No, don't do that.
A neck tat?
Why?
Your wife is not having it.
No, I want to be so rich I get neck tats.
Yeah, you're going to be out on the street.
What,
you don't do that.
You
don't
get the lips tattoo on your neck?
Don't set yourself up.
Kenyon Martin over there?
All right, I'm joking.
Don't do that.
I'll get more tats.
Yeah, I think I want to do the whole left leg.
Yeah.
Okay, I got tat on the back of my leg right now, but I think I want to do like the whole
left leg.
Jason Tatum kind of Odell.
As long as you don't get his back tattoo.
You get Jason Tatum and Odell. You getting Odell Beckham Jr. tattooed on you?
No, but no, I would not do that. But those dudes are sleeved all the way up. What's your beef with Tatum's tattoo on the back?
It like bleeds over onto his shoulder in a really weird way.
Well, like you think like did you think he did it to hide it under his jersey?
No, I'm just saying it doesn't look symmetrical, I guess.
Well, the jersey kind of like cuts in.
Yeah, I actually think it looks pretty cool the way it is when he's got the jersey on.
Yeah, it cuts in.
It's like too high up. It needs to be a little bit lower.
You know who's sneaky tatted up, speaking of NBA players, but you would never notice? KD.
Yeah,
so KD's got like the whole chest plate going, and I think the back from top to bottom is tatted, but nothing on the arms.
I think that's
nothing
weird.
He's
like
got
that.
one on his arm.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Just a little hint that he's
that's weird.
tatted up.
But yeah, I'm over 1.5.
Just get tatted, bro.
People always told me I would get addicted to getting tattoos. Like I have 2 half sleeves and I have a tat on my leg. But I'm
2 half sleeves.
Yeah, I just never wear short sleeves in here because it's always cold. But yeah, like I want to complete the mission and go all the way. But I'm not addicted though. What's that?
I said upper half or lower half?
Up here. So down to my elbow. I promised my parents when I was 18 that I would never get a tattoo below my elbow because that was like a big thing at the time. Like, they didn't want me to get tattoos.
Half sleeve. Yeah, I grew up in a half sleeve era.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to go full sleeve. I'm good.
Grew up in a half sleeve era. Yeah. I'm with it. Hey, man, get him.
Just don't get a neck tat, Depot. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I thought he was serious when he said it.
I'm low key am.
What would you even get?
I don't know.
See, you don't even know.
But I'm getting there. We're getting there. We're getting to the point to where we'll just be like, you get so married that like
you're just stuck.
They condone behaviors that they pass their dad wouldn't approve on. You know? But now it's like I'm so married to you. You got to say yeah.
Let me ask you this: Have you run this by your wife? This idea?
Yeah.
Has this been brought? Oh, you didn't sound too.
I heard a couple octaves.
Yeah, vaguely. I maybe in the mirror by myself. You know, I practice it, but not. You know,
that has to be so painful. Like the Adam's apple, right there, getting that for me.
You can get that Deshaun Stevenson, Abraham Lincoln, dead center of your neck.
Or like the dude. What was the movie where he had the no regrets tat? Ragrats.
No, Ragrats.
Ragrats. You would have regrets if you got a neck tat, Depot.
That's joking. Sure. No, I'm serious joking.
How many QBs are going to start a game for Ohio State this year? Over under 1.5.
Over.
Oh.
Wow. How many will start? I'm going to go under on that. I think whoever grabs the job, it will be their job. Clearly, in that pocket of Grambling and Ohio U and all that, we'll see multiple quarterbacks, I think, in those games. We should at least. But I think there will be one guy, and then outside of injury, I think it'll be one. So I'm going to go under. Why do you think it'll go over?
Over. I just young quarterbacks don't know how to not get their ankle twisted. And I know it sounds silly, but it's just like young quarterbacks don't know how to get their feet out the ground when you like tuck it.
So your answer is rooted in an injury.
Not rooted in an injury. It's just young quarterbacks sometimes don't know how to scramble, and normally it's just like, well, it's the pendulum of scrambling, knowing when to scramble, and knowing how to get out of bounds and knowing how to get tackled. And then there's tucking the ball and taking the sack and then like trying to extend the play too much, right? Like there's just like a crazy like balance with that where negative yards, turnovers, and injury can happen. And until I see like one of them like balance that with maturity, right, and some type of moxie, like that's moxie to me. Like, can you handle that backward and forward and make good choices?
Yeah.
I'm just worried about one of them until I see that. Okay. You know, so I say 2.
How many games will the first Browns quarterback start before we see a second starter? Over under 4.5.
Wow, that's a good one because
thank you.
I almost want to see multiple quarterbacks in that uniform this year. I want to see some Dylan Gabriel spin.
I want to see all of them.
Yeah, right? Let's go over. Well, let's go at the 4-game mark. They'll make a change.
First 4 games, Depot: home against Cincinnati, at Baltimore, home against Green Bay, at Detroit.
Oh yeah.
0-4.
Oh yeah, they're gonna make a change. Matty, it's going to get bad early.
So
they
run
pull one off.
Run the over-under by me one more time.
Actually, let me bump this up now that I say this. 5.5.
So if it's Flacco, will he get to 6 games started this year?
Man, Joe could get Baltimore. You know he could nip Baltimore. And I know you don't want to say it, Matty, but you don't want to see Joey Flacco. You don't feel good about that. He gave you guys some good scares. I think they beat y'all in Cleveland.
I'm not worried about Joe Flacco at this point in his career. Me personally, I'm not. Especially with the additions in our secondary. Like, I'm good. It's been a good offseason for us on paper. I'm going to go under, though. Like, we don't need Joe Flacco playing 6 games.
So basically what I'm saying is when they inevitably start 0-4, who is starting the 5th game? The same guy or the new guy?
It'd be Shador. Should be Shador, in my opinion. But based off draft capital, it'll probably be Dylan.
Well, I thought we were trading somebody away before then.
Kenny or Joe, I don't think will be on the active roster. Okay, Game 1.
You don't think one of those? You don't think you get more value from one of the rookies?
No, not with them not really showcasing anything yet. We don't know what they are. I don't know if would you take the bait as a GM without seeing one of those guys out there on the field?
I know I will be watching the next 3 weeks to see.
Yeah, they're preseason.
What I mean, because DTR had a great Hall of Fame game. You're like, hey, this guy can maybe play somewhere. So
their first preseason game, Depot, will be next Friday. So a week from today, they'll be on the road in Carolina. So there's no doubt. It'll be must-see TV for sure to see what the quarterbacks look like. Coming up, we'll talk some Big Ten ball. Looking around the conference. The most interesting players in units around the Big Ten going into 2025. Who are those guys and units? We will touch on that next. It's Rothman and Ice right here on The Fan.
Here's a quick 10-second reminder that the Buckeyes have won the Natty. Also, we are all the games, and we always will. Thank you. Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan.
Do you suffer from leg pain, leg swelling, varicose veins, or leg ulcers? Dr. Barry Zeta and Dr. Joseph Senta at Ohio Vein and Vascular Polaris are pioneers in the vein and vascular field. Dr. Zeta and Dr. Senta can perform minimally invasive procedures that will get you back on track to a pain-free life. Stop living with leg pain and start the process to healthy living with a free healthy leg screening. Go to loveyourveins.com or call 614-426-VEIN. That's 614-426-VEIN or loveyourveins.com.
These are the sounds of children playing and families laughing. But these sounds were cut short. Cut short because Ohio doesn't require gates and lights at every railroad crossing. Crossbucks and stop signs? Really? Crossbucks and stop signs just aren't enough. But you can help. Report unsafe railroad crossings at angelsontrack.org. Because bad crossings kill good drivers. Sponsored by Angels on Track, aired by OAB and this station.
Ever wonder where your go-to maintenance person gets the metal products they need to fix yours and everyone else's problems? The best in the business go to Metal Supermarkets for their wide variety of metal products and shapes to tackle projects from simple to complex. Metal Supermarkets is your source for all metals cut to size and ready fast. No minimum order with maximum service. Visit the family-owned franchise on North Wilson Road or at Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com.
You can stream the game on your phone while you're gardening. You can stream it while you walk the dog. You can stream it at a trampoline park. You can even stream it at a monster truck rally. But the second you get behind the wheel, the game's over. Remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
Road trip! This summer at Tire Discounters, your tires are your passport to savings, because you're driving to Paris,
Texas,
then it's off to Rome,
Georgia,
and you'll be kissing the Blarney Stone in Dublin,
Ohio!
Right now, save up to $434 when you buy 4 tires, and that includes a free alignment and oil change. Stop at Tire Discounters before you see the world.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. My good friends over at Sleep Better Columbus want you to know that if you're 65 or older, enjoying those golden years, but maybe you're dealing with restless nights, you need to listen up. Are you tossing and turning, struggling with sleep apnea, and that leaves you wiped out during the day? Well, it's time to reclaim your rest with Dr. Mark Levy at Sleep Better Columbus. As a leading provider in non-surgical sleep apnea treatments, Dr. Levy helps you breathe easier and sleep deeper with custom oral appliances. a comfortable alternative to CPAP. The best part is that Sleep Better Columbus is in network with most medical insurance plans and is a proud Medicare provider, so your coverage can work seamlessly with Sleep Better Columbus. And as we head toward the end of the year, don't let those benefits go unused. You don't want to wait to use your deductible. Act now to make the most of it with Sleep Better Columbus. Call Sleep Better Columbus today at 800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com. Once again, that number, 800-MORE-SLEEP or sleepbettercolumbus.com for your consultation. Sleep better, live better, you've earned it.
Central Ohio contractors and homeowners, tired of overpriced, low-quality cabinets? Well, it's time to upgrade your cabinet game. 3D Cabinetry is your go-to for fast, hassle-free service and cabinets you can trust from order to install. 3D Cabinetry delivers fully assembled all-wood affordable cabinets. No delays, no stress. Just quality craftsmanship delivered on time every time. Get started with your free consultation today at 3dcabinetry.net. That's 3dcabinetry.net, where quality meets affordability and reliability.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. SkillBridge and other VA benefits are available to those who qualify.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Ryan Baker. Fall practice number 2 for the Ohio State football team has come and gone. Ross Bjork joined Bishop and friends during that practice and was asked if Ohio State would consider going overseas for a game.
We have to have 7 home games. We have to at the shoe. That the community deserves it. Our players deserve it. Obviously, economically, we know what happened when we had 6 home games. So we would never give up a home game.
Going on right now in Great American Ballpark, the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Atlanta Braves. They're heading to the bottom of the second, and they are still scoreless. The Cleveland Guardians back at Progressive Field tonight, starting a series with the Minnesota Twins. 7:10 first pitch in that one. And the Columbus Clippers down in Jacksonville taking on the Jumbo Shrimp at 7:05. This one brought to you by RCD RV Supercenter in Heath, Delaware, Pataskala, or online at rcdrv.com.
Now you can watch Rothman and Ice.
Go to YouTube and search 97.1 The Fan.
Rothman is wearing the pancake makeup, so you might as well watch. Back to Rothman and Ice.
Welcome back in. Happy Friday to you. We are Rothman and Ice. I'm Matty Ice, former Buckeye wide receiver. Depot DeVere Posey in the building today. Bottom of the hour. Lindsay Rhodes covers the NFL for Sumer Sports. Will join us. Talk early reactions to some of the things we're seeing in training camp and a lot more. Depot, I got an email during the break that says, how much would you guys need to get a face tattoo? How much money you need to get that done? Like the old Mike Tyson around the eye. That type of. Does he still have that?
Face tat?
Yeah, does Mike Tyson still have that?
I'm probably.
First of all, you got an email?
Yeah. Why?
They didn't just tweet you or text you?
No, I get some emails.
Okay.
Yeah.
They emailed you during the show?
Huh? Yeah.
Appreciate you, whoever you are.
No doubt.
I would probably. So for me, face tat.
How much you need?
I gotta be up 100 mil.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be up 100 mil. If I got 100 mil, it's pretty much like nothing you can tell me.
You can't remove it, so it's got to stay the rest of your life.
For sure.
$100 million. I like the way you're talking. Because usually when these things get proposed to me, kind of these out-of-bounds questions, like my rate is crazy high and AR is llooking at me like I'm crazy. But for something like this, I was going to say about $20 million. But $100 million, that sounds a lot better than my 20.
Yeah, because, I mean, you know people who got $20 million that don't have face tats. Like, you do. Like, you've met somebody. Like Ryan Day, he probably got $20 million. He ain't got no face tat.
Don't need him.
Yeah, so
don't need him.
So it's
Absolutely not. TLC, what would be your number to get a face tat right now?
Dude, I really don't want a face tattoo. I might.
Every man's got a price, as Uncle Bo tells us.
Where?
It's got to be. I want to go like.
I'm not doing like the eye black right under my eye.
You get 2 red blood drops like by your mouth, like you beast.
Dude, first of all, I'm really not. I'm straight out of the burbs. Thank you very much, but I don't know. God, man, if you put down 100, I would say nothing. You put down $100 million right in front of me.
That's what I'm saying.
It might be something.
Like if I wrote a case in here of $100 million in cash,
I'm going to have to get rid of every mirror around me and any sort of like reflective window. Like I can see myself a little bit right here through the glass.
Yeah.
I am not going to want to look at myself.
Mike Tyson?
Just look at your bank account every day.
Maybe I could do like a Jake Paul and like get it on my scalp.
No. It's got to be.
And then like have a fade over it.
The front.
Well.
Face tattoo.
I kind of like that. I would do the haircut to the Jake when you cut it low. I like that.
Or you can't allow it over it.
We can't allow that loophole. That's a head tattoo. I'm talking a face tattoo. So every time somebody sees you, they see this tat.
Fine. If you put down $100 million, I'll do it.
There it is.
Do it. You do it. You'll do it.
There it is. No doubt about it.
I'm gonna hate myself for it.
No, you won't.
No, you won't. You'll look at your bank account.
I'll sleep in every day.
The older you would be like, man, I'm happy I got that face tat. And I start working at the radio.
This house I'm living in, man. Thank God for this tat. Thank God for this tat.
I'm gonna be alone in it though. No one's gonna be looking at me all day.
You'd be surprised.
I'm pretty sure.
You'd be surprised.
I haven't really met many ugly, $100 millionaires.
Yeah.
Bro. Trust
Actually,
me.
you know what?
You'll be good.
Have you seen Jelly Roll's wife?
You'll be all right. You'll be good, bro.
By the way, speaking of Jelly Roll, go ahead. Sorry, TLC. What were you going to say?
Oh, no. I have no idea where we're going now.
Jelly Roll partaking in a wrestling match tomorrow at SummerSlam. So that'll be interesting to see. I think he was hosting one of the late night shows, and it'll be Logan Paul. So you mentioned Jake Paul, his brother, and Drew McIntyre, and somebody else in that match. But Jelly Roll has been taking wrestling seriously, and he's lost like over 100 pounds. He said, so I don't know if you've seen Jelly Roll recently. Yeah. Still a bigger guy, but he looks good, man, for where he was. And so that'll be everywhere over social media, I'm sure, tomorrow night.
We gotta get this Ricky Watson down from the Buccaneers. He can't practice until he loses weight.
Okay, so I'm glad you brought this up.
I gotta get him on a Jelly Roll plan.
I don't know what his first name is.
Yes.
But Jason D. Ford.
There is a rookie.
Oh, wait, no, I thought you meant Jelly Roll's name. Never mind.
Well, thank you for that. Learned something new today.
In case you needed it.
To Depot's point, Depot, look up the name because there's been videos going around of a rookie that Tampa drafted, and they aren't allowing him to do anything.
Desmond Watson
at practice because he weighs over what?
I think
400 pounds.
To get in 300s, yeah.
So it looks to me like Depot, he's just been walking around the practice field like with a weighted jacket on or a weighted vest on. Man, and so he's up against it. It's tough.
It's a mission that he can't accomplish because by the time he loses the weight, like losing 100 pounds is tough, but training camp will have been over. It's going to take a while, man, and I just think it's unfortunate that that's the rule for that. For that to happen.
Yeah, to your point, like how can he make an impact, right? He's not doing any football stuff. He's doing nothing.
They kicked him out of walkthroughs. I saw a video. Yeah. It's like you can't even be in walkthrough. So you can't even get the mental reps. So it's just real unfortunate. So I really wanted him to I was serious. Like he needs to do what Jelly Roll is doing. I'm dead serious. Mm-hmm. For real.
No doubt. No doubt about it.
Well, Jelly Roll's playing a lot of basketball. That's how he's losing weight.
Can't play basketball right now.
He's going on tour. Everywhere he goes, he's playing pickup at the gyms. Because he's playing arenas.
Basketball.
He's already there.
Basketball is one of the best ways to get cardio in.
Leave the court out there before I put my stage down.
Exactly. He's coming in early.
Hooping is one of the best ways to get cardio in without thinking about it.
Yep.
Just the up and down run of your mind, just consumed with all the other stuff happening. Like for me, that's why it's tough for me on the treadmill. Like just staying in one spot over and over and over again is crazy. Like let alone going outside and running. I don't know how people do it. Man, I don't know how people do it.
I don't know, man. Yep.
You're a runner now. You're back into that stuff.
I know. I mean, I can't relate because I enjoy treadmill running. Yeah.
Are you back to the point where you're getting the, quote, runner's high?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm high.
Yeah, I caught that one time.
What is the runner's high?
I think it's like when you just get to that point, or like past the first stage of exhaustion, if you will, or maybe that's too heavy a word, then you just really don't get tired. Like you're just running kind of off adrenaline is the way it's been described to me. I went through like one summer of that.
Yeah.
And it was a real thing. I was running like 2.5 miles a day, and then I was like, what am I doing? I'm not getting ready for a marathon or anything. But it was enjoyable at the time. I won't go back.
I got that out of football, too, like the runners. Like, to me, you know that scene in Men in Black where, like, the alien, like, the guy dies, and then, like, you open up the face, and it's the alien in the head?
Yeah.
Like, that's how I feel when I run. Like, it's like you're telling your body what to do. It's not like I can feel my arms. It's just like, I'm going to tell my body to go.
Yeah.
Like, just control everything. And I think I look for that separation that you're talking about.
Yeah, no doubt.
If that's the runner's high, yeah, that's a good feeling.
Depot, when you look around the Big Ten, a player, a position group where you're like, that's interesting to me. Can't wait to see how that unfolds. Where does your mind go when I throw that question at you?
The question for me is, who is the best quarterback in the Big Ten this year?
Okay.
And for me, where is the threat? I want to believe that it's not Aller. What I want to believe is Dylan Raiola is the real deal. I want to believe that Fernando Mendoza and Cignetti are going to be putting out some cigarettes on some people's graves this year. I want to see if Mr. Underwood is as hyped.
Bryce Underwood up at Michigan?
Absolutely. And then I also think for about a quarter there before our alien decided to do some alien things, Aiden Childs had me shook a little bit. And I want to see him in a full serving, full size, right, for the season. So I'm really curious about the best quarterback in the Big Ten this year.
Well, I think we did a poll for a lot of people.
Outside of Ohio State, obviously.
Drew Aller is right now just kind of penciled in.
No, I can't believe I'm not believing that. No,
Which is fair.
No, Matty. You, every show, and for 2 years, have been trying to, like, drill this in my head, and everybody, I'm not buying it.
Where I was at last year going into the season
I'm not buying Hackenberg 2.0.
I was buying into the potential, right? Because that's all it was at this point last year was just potential. Last year, he got better. I don't know if he is a no doubt aircraft carrier, top 10 pick in the league the way people are telling me now.
He's Hackenberg. He's Hackenberg.
You think he's Christian Hackenberg?
Absolutely. What's the difference? Christian Hackenberg would have made a 12-team playoff too.
No, that's a whole nother conversation. Team success. I hear what you're saying. Yeah. But he's the guy right now on paper.
Okay.
He is because it's just the experience thing.
It's just the size.
Because to your point,
he looks like a pro.
He looks the part. He looks like your traditional old school 6'5", 6'6", stand in the pocket, cannon of an arm. He looks like
Christian Hackenberg.
He looks the part. Okay, I get it. This is a year for him to where I think he has to showcase that he can uplift the talent around him. Last year, the pass catching unit for Penn State, it was light outside of Tyler Warren. We know Tyler Warren was incredible. The guy won the John Mackey Award, had north of 12,000 yards, and probably is going to be a beast over there in Indy with the Colts. But you took me right where I wanted to go, because for me, one of the most intriguing storylines in the Big Ten this year will be what type of pop does Penn State have with their pass catchers, because we know their running backs are very good. Singleton and Allen been doing it for a long time. They're probably going to punch you in the face. Penn State's returning 4 offensive linemen. So down there in their trenches, they'll make noise. But I think if they really want to become a true national championship contender, they have to absolutely get some pop from their wide receivers. And one of those guys is Trevor Pena. He transferred in from Syracuse. And if you don't remember or don't know the name Trevor Pena, you remember this soundbite from Fran Brown, his former head coach at Syracuse, that had this to say about Pena right before he was on his way out.
Sometimes people be asking for an outrageous number, like, right? You're not about to make more than every coordinator and all. Like, man, good? Nah, like, stop. With all due respect to everybody in the country, to every wide receiver, to everybody that's doing all this stuff, like, if you want to make $2 million at wide receiver, that's to blow a homie over at Ohio State. Like, ain't nobody else making that money. Giving no wide receiver no $2 million, man, in college. Nah. That ain't me. I ain't doing that. I can't do it. Unless they tell me that we get a chance to have Travis Hunter, he could come back to college and he could come here and play for us, then he gonna get some of my check. But they ain't paying nobody $2,000 this year. Not to me. $2 million, whatever. I just say, yeah, we ain't giving nobody that.
Fred Brown, he is every time he steps in front of a camera and a microphone, I'm like, I got to sit down and hear what this man says. What he said, though, he wasn't lying.
I mean, Maddie, he's not lying. And here's the thing about Jeremiah Smith. Look at it like a Range Rover. We got it off the lot, baby. We got no miles on that thing, and we got a natty out of that thing. We were able to drive that thing from Cali to Texas, down to Georgia, and brought it back home. And he came home with a natty. And we still got miles on that. And I feel Fran Brown, I'm not paying for a car that looks like a Range Rover, or you're telling me you can drive like a Range Rover. No.
He's a solid player.
That money. Yeah.
I wouldn't either. Trevor Pena, just a name to watch over there for Penn State.
Just don't hear NIL decisions that bluntly, though.
From any coach. I don't think any coach would do that. That's why I love Fran Brown, because he's just honest. But Trevor Pena, he finished 4th in the ACC last year in receiving yards. So James Franklin and the gang are relying on him. That's for sure. Coming up next, we will do Under Pressure going into the weekend. It's Rothman and Ice right here on The Fan.
We're known for 3 things: games, conversation, and common man yelling about things only he cares about. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
At Dick's Sporting Goods, we have always believed sport has the power to change lives. Community happens here. Change happens here. Sport happens here. Introducing the all-new Dick's House of Sport, bringing new experiences, new services, and unrivaled selection from the top brands to a new place Polaris can call home. Featuring a rock wall, a HitTrax multi-sport cage, and 3 golf hitting bays. Dick's House of Sport at Polaris Fashion Place. Grand opening celebration August 15th through August 17th.
Here's 3 reasons to buy your Blue Jackets ticket plans for the 25-26 season. 1, pick your seat and pick your games. 2, plans start at just 11 games. 3, flexible payment plans. Act now. Visit bluejackets.com/tickets.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 in monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at tmobile.com.
At Baths R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement, and that starts with the team who brings your vision to life. Our installers aren't just skilled, they're experts.
This is who we are. This is what we do all day, every day.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement, or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate, or go to bathsrus.com, 380-225-2284. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
Common Man here. I want to tell you about my guy, Bob Capace, owner-operator of Worthington Jewelers for the past 25 years. If your only experience is going to the mall for jewelry, Bob and his team will blow you away. Service, quality, and a great price. The store is busy all the time because people keep coming back. True story. My 8-year-old daughter says to me, "When can we go see Mr. Capace again? He's nice." Yes, he's nice. Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington, worthingtonjewelers.com.
Delaware County Veterans Services is ready to help you access VA benefits, emergency financial assistance, dental and medical grants, transportation, and more. Give Delaware County Veterans Services a call, 740-833-2010 to schedule an appointment.
How many different ways can you consume morning juice? Let's see. Live on YouTube, live on the Fans HD3, podcast on demand, and on 10 TV Plus. And we'll send Bobby right to your house.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 8.
The Fan.
The outdoor drama Tecumseh is back this summer. The drama, the history, and the spectacle make Tecumseh one of Ohio's most beloved traditions. Tecumseh has provided thrilling live entertainment for 50 years, and the outdoor theater at Sugarloaf Mountain will provide a safe and memorable experience for your entire family. Get tickets now at tecumsehdrama.com. This message is made possible in part by the Ohio Arts Council. Tecumseh, experience the drama.
This radio commercial was made to convince you to stop speeding. We can't use law enforcement siren sound effects on the radio, so we'll use other equally jarring sound effects to get your attention, like telling you if you get a speeding ticket, it doesn't end there. You have to pay expensive fines. You can't go to your friend's wedding because that also costs money. And your insurance rates could increase. See? We didn't have to use law enforcement sirens after all. Getting a speeding ticket has consequences. Sooner or later, speeding catches up with you. Brought to you by NHTSA.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A beautiful Friday ahead. Will be much more comfortable, less humidity, and comfortable temperatures in the low 80s with plenty of sunshine. And then for tonight, mostly clear skies overnight with our lows a crisp upper 50s. For Saturday, get ready for mostly sunny skies, dry conditions, and our highs yet again in the low 80s. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with your 10 weather impact forecast.
Bet365, the official online sports book of Rothman and Ice. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Rothman and Ice present Under Pressure.
Sponsored by 3D Cabinetry. 3dcabinetry.net, where quality meets affordability.
All right, Depot, let's get after it. Devere Posey in the house today for AR. You want to lead it off or you want me to go?
Go ahead, man.
All right, I will start down in H-Town this week. And I'm going to put the former Cleveland Brown running back Nick Chubb on the pressure list right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you missed it, down there in H-Town, Joe Mixon, former Bengal running back, he's dealing with a foot injury that could keep him out for, quote, an extended period of time. Mixon was good for them last year. The Texans really found a gem in Joe Mixon, finished the year 15th in the league in rushing yards, 11th in rushing touchdowns. So very productive next to C.J. Stroud. Have no idea what Nick Chubb is going to be. He's only played in 10 games over the last 2 seasons. I happen to think their defense is going to be elite this year. And so that's going to, I think, put their running backs in situations to where they got to bring it home and be productive, milk the clock late in games, and do all of those things. Nick Chubb, Depot, how much tread is left on those tires? To me, before he went through these injuries, I thought he was on the Hall of Fame highway. Like, to me, he felt like he could end up being, at the end of his career, a Hall of Fame running back. That is now put to the side. He is now, I think, put in a winning situation with where Houston will be, in my opinion, this year. And so with the unknown, with Joe Mixon, Nick Chubb is now going to be asked to do a little bit more, maybe a lot more, at the early portion of the season if Mixon isn't there. So I'm going with Nick Chubb, and I'm putting him on the pressure list this week because the Texans, for me, Depot, have a pretty high ceiling. They don't have any punch with that run game to pair with what I think will be a good passing attack. That could be an issue for them. So Nick Chubb's on the pressure list for me.
You want to go out west or you want to go up north?
You do whatever you want to do.
Okay. The Wisconsin Badgers football team. I love Coach Fickell. I'm ready for this team to have a season to where you say, hey, this Badger football team is getting back to what they know. And more importantly, you do the experiment. You bring in, who was it, Drake May's guy from North Carolina.
Coordinator,
Yep, and you try this air raid offense. And it just backfires. And what Wisconsin is known for, this new offensive coordinator is in place, new quarterback in place, run the football, play defense, play clock. I think defensively, you think back to that Alabama game, Coach Fickell did a good job kind of, doing what he could with Ryan Woods. It's just their offense could not keep pace. Love Coach Fickell as a defensive mind and what they're doing there and what they've been able to build in Wisconsin. Have to have some offensive production, and I think that is predicated on this team's pressure this year. Got to have big scoring games.
I think it's a good call. Depot, their schedule is tough. Mm-hmm. You mentioned Alabama. That was a home-and-home series that started a year ago up in Madison. They will go down
to
Tuscaloosa September 13th, and then they go to Michigan. They host Ohio State.
Yep.
They go to Oregon, and then they go to Bloomington on November 15th. And if Illinois is what people are telling us they will be, that's a back-to-back with Indiana and Illinois. So their schedule, it's just some definite speed bumps along the way. So right now on paper, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to rack up a bunch of wins, but you never know because that's all it is right now is paper.
Don't forget the stat from last year, the glaring stat. Only 2 teams won that went from the Midwest West, but the teams that came from the West East had a lot better record. So it's tougher for our group, East Coast time, to go out and play on that West Coast time and get hyped and have the body ready. And obviously just switch your whole practice week. Like, got to move practice back, time. So, interesting. Road games. Let's pay attention to those stats too, Maddie, this year.
That's real, no doubt. Second candidate for me going to the NBA. I'm going with Luka Doncic. Did you see the Men's Health cover and article that was out there with Slim Luka on that thing? He looks good. He looks in great shape right now. But that's all it is right now. And so he's probably going to sign a massive extension here soon with the Lakers. Don't be surprised if that comes down this weekend. They've already shifted the power from LeBron to Luka based off of some of the moves that they've made. And look, that's a smart investment. You got a 25, 26-year-old star. That's going to be the future of your franchise. LeBron is on his way out, even though he's still highly productive and was on the second All-NBA team this season. But the reason why I'm putting Luka on the pressure list is because can you stay in shape in season? That's been the problem. Luka has come into seasons and he hasn't been in shape and has played into decent shape. And the dude's been incredible, right? He's 26 years old and he's made first team All-NBA 5 times. So we know what he is, but I think his ceiling now can get even higher because of his conditioning and maintaining this type of conditioning through the season. And so they're going to look at him as the guy of the future that needs to deliver a championship. You look at the history of the Lakers, right? Almost every single star, and it may be every single star from Magic all the way up to LeBron, has delivered a championship. Kareem, Magic, Kobe, Shaq, all of them
LeBron
have all delivered championships to the Lakers. And so now it's Luka's time to do that. So credit to him because he does look really good right now, especially when you look at some of the pictures when he got to L.A. last year to where he is now. Like, it's eye-opening.
Yep.
He looks like a completely different human, but I think he's got to keep this going, Depot, into the season and for years to come. And so I'm putting Luka Doncic on the pressure list this week.
Absolutely. I always like to just look at wide receivers and say, hey, man, like we point out a guy that's going to have a big year. I want to look at a guy who has a lot of pressure on him to perform this year. Can I give you Ricky Pearsall for under pressure? Yeah, man. The thing, so Ricky Pearsall obviously had his situation before camp. He took a bullet and he was able to come back in the season,
which is wild.
Ricky Pearsall tough. Pearsall tough.
What the guy wanted to jack him for his wallet. He was on his way, I think, to a team appearance.
Yep.
Some guy, I think, tried to take his wallet from him, and Ricky Pearsall got shot in the chest. Jay's jacked off his own feet last night.
Right. Yeah, Jay's jacked off his feet last night, and according to Matty Ice. So you look at Ricky Pearsall. Brandon Ayuk has his stuff. Knee. Boom. Gets paid knee. He's out. They let Debo go.
Mm-hmm.
Who has that X on his back who circles, I need production out of you as Bryce Purdy goes into a contract year. Right? We need this guy to be productive.
Yeah.
Wonder if he can answer the call.
They selected him in the first round, I believe.
Absolutely.
Right? They took him in the first round out of Florida, had that crazy one-handed catch 2 years ago now, which is maybe the highlight of the year that season. But yeah, they're a win-now team, and they want to keep that train rolling. So when you let one of the best playmakers of his time for them in Deebo Samuel go, now it's time for you to step up. So that's a good one. Last candidate for me. TLC took me right where I wanted to go because right now I need Roman Reigns to lock in.
Okay.
We got SummerSlam this weekend. He is teaming up with his cousin, Jey Uso, Yeet. And so now we got Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed on the other side. But I need Roman Reigns to get his vibe back and get back to the top of the mountain so I can hear more of this.
Acknowledge me.
That's what I'm waiting on, Roman. It's time to put in work, man. Let's get it in. By the way, it's been some good stuff over on Netflix with the documentary they dropped about all the behind-the-scenes stuff with WWE. It's been pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. I know you're not a big wrestling guy, but it's kind of like Hard Knocks for wrestling.
Right.
Is what it was like. So it's kind of cool to see everything unfolding there. Coming up in 2 minutes, we'll talk all things National Football League with Lindsay Rhodes from Sumer Sports right here on The Fan.
As a fan, you know all the important sports cliches. And when you save money by bundling your home and auto with Progressive, you can get out there and give it 110%, even though that's mathematically impossible. And remember, failure is not an option. Well, it's always an option, just not a good one. But you're not worried because you've got ice in your veins. You're on fire. How can both of those things be true at the same time? Well, that's between you and your doctor. So get out there and leave it all on the field. Leave what? Who cares? Just leave it and save with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Upgrade your learning experience during Dell Technologies Back to School event with AI PCs like the Dell 14 Plus featuring an Intel Core Ultra processor starting at $749.99. Supercharge your studies with features like real-time notes transcription, AI accelerated hardware to run multiple apps without slowing down, extended battery life, and more. That's the power of new AI PCs with Intel inside. Discover a smarter way to learn at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
The Dublin Irish Festival, August 1st through 3rd in Dublin, Ohio. Voted 2025 USA Today Best Cultural Festival in the nation. This year promises 3 incredible days of Irish music, dance, food and fun. Get your tickets at dublinirishfestival.org.
Skyline is introducing a new chicken chili. Come get that world-famous Skyline flavor you love with a new protein option. Try the new Skyline chicken chili on Waze, Coney's, and all your Skyline favorites. At Columbus Skyline locations only while supplies last.
At Baths R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement, and that starts with a team who brings your vision to life. Our installers aren't just skilled, they're experts.
This is who we are. This is what we do all day, every day.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, loads and no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsrus.com. 380-225-2284. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
Rothman and Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Miss a minute of Rothman and Ice? Check out the podcast.
Type in Rothman and Ice wherever you get your podcasts. Download and subscribe.
Back to Rothman and Ice.
Welcome back in. Matty Ice chopping it up with the former Buckeye wide receiver DeVere Posey. Going to light up right now the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline and bring on Lindsay Rhodes from Sumer Sports. Does an awesome job covering the NFL over there. Lindsay, happy Friday. How are you?
I'm great. We had a football game last night, if you can call it that, I suppose. But, it's back, right? Like training camp, I love this time of year. There's so much to take in and digest. And, yeah, we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, no doubt. We were talking about a little bit of the preseason stuff off the top and how Trey Lance looked good. You don't want to invest too much in it because it's just the preseason. But it was good, as you were alluding to, just to have, some football feel back. Looking to next week, everybody's going to have their eyeballs around here, Lindsay, on the Browns quarterback competition as we roll into the preseason. Just wanted to get your thoughts on, how we got to this point through the draft and free agency, but more importantly, maybe your opinion on what you think is the smartest plan of action for Kevin Stefanski at the most important position.
So I think my original feel after the draft is still the way that I see this shaking out. I haven't seen anything that dramatically changes my opinion of how they'll probably start the season and what we're probably looking at, and that is I think it probably is Flacco to start the season. I think it makes sense based on his history there in Cleveland and the things that he can still do physically, and obviously the veteran experience level from a processing standpoint. I think he gives you an edge. I don't think you have a massive high-end upside with Flacco as your quarterback all year long, but under the circumstances, I think he starts the season. Also, the schedule. And I know you guys have seen the schedule, but holy heck, that is a gauntlet to start the season that I would want a veteran under center for. And then maybe bring in, a rookie if you are wanting to do that around week 7-8 with the Dolphins Patriots, or wait until, after the bye in week 9. But I do like week 7 to bring somebody in there to get the guy some reps so there's something to work on during the bye week. I think Gabriel is safe to make the roster because of where he went in the draft. And my guess is that the other spot goes to either Pickett or Sanders. And if I had to guess, I'd say probably Sanders. Because Pickett feels like he might have a capped upside. We have a rough idea of who he is. It might make sense with this roster and situation to roll the dice on potential and see if they can develop into a viable starter.
Absolutely. It's kind of crazy you're talking about rolling the dice on potential. I wanted to go to the the NFC South particularly. And, you're looking at this quarterback situation. I'm seeing the clips of Tyler Sloth and 7-on-7. And to me, as a former player, you just let the ball go on 7-on-7. It's a passing drill. And then also, so I'm interested to see what the Spencer Rattler experience will be like. And then also, Bryce Young, the pressure is on this year.
Yeah.
I believe Michael Penix Jr. will have a great year, and the division goes through Tampa. How are you seeing, this play out for New Orleans and Carolina?
So I agree with you. I think the division goes through Tampa. I really like the Bucs in that division, particularly on offense. I mean, I know we changed leadership there and that things could change with the offensive coordinator and stuff. And certainly Tristan Wirfs being a little bit banged up is cause for concern. But, the pass catchers there and Baker, it's just, I love it. Bucky, good grief. We could continue to name out people there. But you mentioned Bryce Young, and I think the Panthers are the team that I'm the most interested in there, that they're one of my sleeper teams, I think, that I think could surprise people this year. I really like what they've done with their build in the last couple of years, even in the front office. And I'm biased. Eric Eager, who they brought in as their director of analytics, is a good friend of mine, but I just think the reason we even became friends is because I think he's so brilliant when it comes to the way he approaches football and looks at the whole big picture. So I love the hires that they've made. I was looking at positional spending recently, and they have the most money allocated to their offensive line in the league and the most money allocated to their interior defensive line. So if you're a build from the trenches out person, that's a potentially good sign. They get Derek Brown back. Bryce obviously improved last year. I'm curious to see how he builds on that, how they do. I like the signing of Rico Dowdle to provide depth if something happens to Chuba, who I thought was very good for them last year. Obviously, we all have our eye on Tedero McMillan as a guy who really, I think, needs to emerge as a target earner for them this year. I want to see his target share be very high. I want him to be a guy who establishes himself as a true wide receiver one, who has a high target share, the first read rate is high. And I think that if those things are, then I think that they're going to be moving in a direction. Their win total is 6.5. Wow. And I'll take the over on that.
You'll take that? I like that.
Yeah, good stuff. We are being joined by Lindsay Rhodes from Sumer Sports, talking all things NFL. Lindsay, let's go down to Cincinnati because, the elephant in the room is Trey Hendrickson right now. But even zooming out from that is when they get Trey Hendrickson back, I guess if they get Trey Hendrickson back, where is this defense going to be? How high is the defensive ceiling for Cincinnati now with a new defensive coordinator? When you look at the personnel that Al Golden has to work with, where do you think this Cincinnati defense can go after last year taking it on the chin more times than not?
Well, the thing that's funny is, so the way you're phrasing that is the personnel that he has to work with, it's the same personnel as last year. They made almost no changes. So they added TJ Slater at defensive tackle. They drafted Demarius Knight in the second round at linebacker. Obviously, they drafted Shamar Stewart, who, by the way, I absolutely want opposite Trey. I don't want him instead of Trey. So I know that that's a separate conversation about Trey Hendrickson and whether or not they trade him or I look at that and I go, you absolutely can't. The defense was terrible last year. And while he certainly at an all-pro caliber season didn't move the needle enough for, to change that, they were still bad despite that. You certainly can't lift him out of that picture and go, okay, go get him. And Shamar Stewart, the specific type of talent that he is, with the potential that we're looking at, it's athletic ability, but we haven't seen the production level. I want him to develop while he has someone on the opposite side of the line kind of drawing blockers, right? You need him on a line with someone else that has some gravity in the early going, in my opinion. And so I don't think you get the best version of Shamar unless you have Trey Hendrickson out there. I'm honestly not sure if the defensive ceiling went way up this offseason. And I'm not sure how you could really make the argument that it did. I think, if anything, maybe they max out as a middle of the pack defense. Anything would be better than what they got last year because the offense is good. The offense is going to be good. That's another component here, though. Their offense is going to score so many points, they're probably getting passed on a ton. And, did the defensive backfield get a lot better? I don't know.
Absolutely. I wanted to ask you, at this time of the year, it's always where, positional groups, their depth is exposed or you see what you need. I think the quarterback position every year, as rosters, diminish and expand at this time, what the preseason is good for is resume building. I think, guys, I'll throw a couple names out there. You see the Trey Lance performance. You think about New Orleans quarterback situation, like just with a starter, and are they even confident in their two? Then you look at Indy. You look at Cleveland and the overage of room, right? You got what's going on in Pittsburgh. Do you see any quarterback shuffling happen? Any potential trades that could, are some needs where, guys could end up, starting somewhere and having some good minutes this year?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Trey last night I thought looked really good. I thought the Chargers in general, we're looking at backups. So if you're just looking to watch a game, you're like, ooh, this is not what I was excited to watch. Mm-hmm. But if you are interested in gauging kind of depth, then who's interested in that? There's a handful of dorks.
I'm one of them, yeah.
Exactly, right? But I thought it was a really good showing for the Chargers in that sense. Yep. And certainly it was good to see, for those of us who have followed Trey Lance's career, him in an environment where it felt like, this might actually be him kind of starting to be what we expected him to be several years ago. He's in a good environment. That said, even if he's getting showcased in the preseason in such a way that somebody who goes, oh, crap, at the quarterback position might want to reach out to the Chargers, if you're the Chargers, I'm not getting rid of him. I think they desperately need a strong backup that they can insert if something happens to Herbert. Because I think the Chargers it feels like they're constantly a bubble team, but they're fascinating to me right now. That's a team I absolutely want to watch in the preseason because of all of the young pieces that they added and how, if a couple of them hit, it could dramatically change their fortunes, in my opinion, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm looking at them as a team that is not interested in trading Trey Lance away if he's playing well because Herbert has a tendency to get hurt. He goes in and out of the lineup, and you need somebody who can step in and really keep the ball rolling.
So last two seasons, Lindsay, we had the Houston Texans come out of nowhere and surprise, and we've had the Washington Commanders come out of nowhere and surprise, and they were 4 quarters away from going to the freaking Super Bowl. When you look at this season, is there a team or two for you where you're like, okay, last year wasn't their year, but they're building something, and you think this could be the leap that they need to really maybe make a postseason appearance?
Okay, let me pull up. I need to look at all of the teams here to say who could come out of nowhere. So the Broncos would not be coming out of nowhere. They're already on the radar, so I can't say them, although I do think that they could potentially be a team that we're talking about more than we have in the last few years. How about the am I really going to say that? How about the Raiders?
Oh, I thought you were going to say Broncos in that division.
Well, no, I said that originally the Broncos don't count.
Okay, I got you.
If you think the Broncos count, then let's talk Broncos because they do think that the Broncos are absolutely. But I feel like at the end of the year last year, they were already kind of on that bubble. Mm-hmm. And so I don't think that they're going to surprise that many people if they're in the mix. And look at that division, though, the AFC West.
Yeah.
You've got the Chiefs who are obviously going to be there until the end. And then I already mentioned the Chargers as a team that I think is fascinating. The Broncos, I think, are very good. And you could look at, defensively, their roster is insanity. It's insane. I don't love their pass catchers that much. I was just having a conversation with a colleague, and we were talking about the Broncos. Cortland Sutton, for me, is about as low-end a wide receiver one as I can get excited about. I don't
That's
mean that to
interesting.
sound as harsh as it actually sounded coming out of my mouth. I don't, if you're who's your wide receiver one, that one doesn't get me super excited.
He's all carbs, no protein.
I don't know. He's been around forever. It just doesn't it's he's fine.
Yeah.
It's
it's like you don't get full off. That's what it means. Just all carbs, protein. It's like, no, I ate. I had some bread.
He'll catch the ball.
Lindsay, let me throw this team at you. What about the Bears?
I don't know if I'm there yet on the Bears.
Okay.
They're certainly a team that, God, they better. Yeah. They better look a lot better this year.
Yeah.
But I just don't know. They're definitely a team that it's so hard to say that I'm going to be watching them in the preseason too, because when I say I'm watching the Chargers in the preseason, I'm literally watching for specific rookies. to kind of gauge where they are. With the Bears, I'm watching Caleb. Like, did Caleb get a lot better? Is he going to get the ball out faster? Is his processing speed quicker? Is, how he operates behind that offensive line? Does he have better chemistry with the wide receivers? Like, are we going to have an opportunity to really watch that in the preseason with the amount of time that ones get to play? I'm not sure. I'm not sure that we'll have any answers for them until the season starts. And then, so they feel like a pretty big question mark to me because they have the names in terms of talent, but we just haven't seen them put it together, and I don't know for sure if they're going to be able to.
I think it's fair. Lindsay, it was a great conversation. We appreciate your time on a Friday, and we're looking forward to talking to you soon as we get closer and closer to a new season kicking off. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, Lindsay Rhodes from Sumer Sports joined us via the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Coming up next in our Buckeye Bulletin, you will hear from Brian Hartline on the quarterback battle over at Ohio State. It's Rothman and Ice right here on The Fan.
We're the girthiest radio station in the history of radio. Uncomfortably girthy. This promo is uncomfortable. The Fan, Ohio's girth destination.
Do you suffer from leg pain, leg swelling, varicose veins, or leg ulcers? Dr. Barry Zeta and Dr. Joseph Senta at Ohio Vein and Vascular Polaris are pioneers in the vein and vascular field. Dr. Zeta and Dr. Senta can perform minimally invasive procedures that will get you back on track to a pain-free life. Stop living with leg pain and start the process to healthy living with a free healthy leg screening. Go to loveyourveins.com or call 614-426-VEIN. That's 614-426-VEIN or loveyourveins.com.
Delaware County Veterans Services is ready to help you access VA benefits, emergency financial assistance, dental and medical grants, transportation, and more. Give Delaware County Veterans Services a call, 740-833-2010 to schedule an appointment.
This radio commercial was made to convince you to stop speeding. We can't use law enforcement siren sound effects on the radio, so we'll use other equally jarring sound effects to get your attention, like telling you if you get a speeding ticket, it doesn't end there. You have to pay expensive fines. You can't go to your friend's wedding because that also costs money. And your insurance rates could increase. See, we didn't have to use law enforcement sirens after all. Getting a speeding ticket has consequences. Sooner or later, speeding catches up with you. Brought to you by NHTSA.
You know, it's not the shoes. It's what you can put in them that makes all the difference. Hey, it's Anthony. I've been a customer at the Good Feet store for a while now, and I'm all about my personally fit arch supports. They support my feet better than all the insoles I've jammed into my shoes over the years. And my Good Feet arch supports help me in a ton of ways, from overall support and balance to stabilizing my heels and the fact they distribute my body weight, especially when I'm golfing. I literally have spring in my step now. Check them out for yourself. The free fitting is designed to help them understand you, your pain, and your discomfort. It's simple. Just stop by the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway or Stringtown Road in Grove City. You don't need an appointment, but you can certainly schedule one very easily online. Get back to living the life you love with the Good Feet store. For more than 30 years, they've taken great pleasure in helping thousands discover the comfort they've been dreaming of, just like me. Get professionally fitted at goodfeet.com.
Listen to Financially Fit Radio with Corey Sickles this Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on 1460 ESPN, covering topics like what you need to know about annuities and how to stay healthy and enjoy retirement. Financially Fit Radio this Saturday at 9 a.m. on 1460 ESPN.
At Baths R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement, and that starts with the team who brings your vision to life. Our installers aren't just skilled, they're experts.
This is who we are. This is what we do all day, every day.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, loads and no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsrus.com. 380-225-2284. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
Bishop and Friends.
I love how that was his red flag. Like, that's where he drew the line, not all of the sugar that's in the filling.
It's okay, though. Fat-free whipped cream and milk. He's fine.
Bishop and Friends, sponsored by Diamond Cellar.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on The Fan.
John, what are you doing? Get in my car. So why are you walking to work? Thanks, man. It's these insanely high gas prices. They're draining my bank account. I can't afford to drive anymore. Dude, don't walk. Just do what I do, because I never pay full price for gas anymore. I use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. Oh, wait. You're telling me you get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app? Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas. Does that actually add up to anything? I'll make around $200 $100.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code RICH for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's promo code RICH. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code RICH for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code RICH.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Rothman and Ice present Buckeye Bulletin.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Don't go through another air conditioner breakdown. For fast, friendly service, call the experts at Logan Services now for a free estimate and next day air installation.
All right, Depot, let's knock out a Buckeye Bulletin. DeVere Posey in the house today. You know, a lot of the focus, and rightfully so, will be on the quarterbacks week in and week out, to just see and hear and just all of that good stuff. That's why I love this time of year, man. It's a process for everybody over there, the coaches included. And one of the coaches and the offensive coordinator now for Ohio State is Brian Hartline, and here he is on the quarterback race.
First, recognizing that we have that kind of situation, make sure the platform is there to where these guys can perform at their best and really allow the competition to play out, put these guys in fair opportunities and the amount of opportunities, and just so being conscious of it is probably number one. Number two is just letting the guys be them. I mean, honestly, as a coach, you should be able to sit back and just, make sure you have a good criteria, what you're looking for, so you're not just pulling from the hip. But a lot of these guys compete and provide the platform as a coach, but then just, be real and honest and let it rip. But I think that, more than anything, and Taz will tell you, like, the locker room knows. I think when you stay connected with the guys and you start keep getting feedback, I mean, again, it's not to attack anybody. Our responsibility is to put the best players on the field as many times as possible, based on situations, all those different things, as we can. So it's their job, frankly, to build the depth. I mean, we don't dictate anything. They earn it. And that goes for the quarterback position, too. So we have to just do a good job of building a good platform so they can do what they do. That's really our biggest responsibility.
Go ahead, Depot.
I was going to say that's perfect. And what he's talking about is the platform, is the script structure, right? Like, we got 10 plays, 5 and 5, for example. That might not be the exact number, but just to give you an example. And then you grade, hey, how'd you do in your 5? How'd you do in your 5? Might be the same set of plays. It could be we gave him 5 sets this round. We swapped it in the next series, and then we can kind of see on like a big. Then we pull all of your clips, and then we run it next to our script and say, hey, and this is for any position, just quarterback, so we can for context. But if I'm in a competition, you can kind of grade that way on making the right choices, catching, thinking like, oh well, he still made a good throw, but that receiver dropped it. But he still made the right read, and so it's able to really build a library of film to make a great decision from.
These guys have a long way to go. It's early.
A lot of reps, man.
It's so early.
I wish I knew that rep number, like 366. Yeah. And then you'll know if you're a starter, but you don't know.
You have no idea.
And you shouldn't care.
And the coaches won't know how these guys are going to react to real game stuff until we get there and get multiple games under the belt. The Texas game isn't going to tell the entire story. There's no way. These guys, whether it's positive or negative, coming out of that game, you got to go through the flow of the season. Of course.
You want to win that job for that Texas
No
game.
doubt. That's the one you want, because no matter who, like, you want to stamp, I'm the guy.
At that moment.
I'm the guy, right? Like, the world's watching, Arch Manning on the other side. Like, this is the moment, because this is what you dream about, right? You play the position your entire life, right? That being quarterback. There's a few programs around the country as elite as Ohio State. You get a chance to hop in that history book at that position, especially after what you just saw from Will, and how his name will live on forever in Ohio State lore because of what he did. Like, you're right. Like, that's a huge, huge feather in your cap. If you can lead the squad to a win against what'll be a probably top 5 team, no doubt.
Well, just the anxiety, and you know how this stuff goes, right? Like, every day in training camp, you're in a tunnel, man. You can't see behind you, you can't see before you. The only thing you can see is this next rep, and you start to develop the tough skin of next prep, next rep, and staying positive and just trying to stay right at 30,000 feet, just for the whole flight. We ain't having no turbulence. Yep. I think the guy who can do that and show, like Hartline said, we're going to give you room to be who you are. Coach Kubiak would say that all the time, man, and I didn't hit it. It didn't hit me until I was out of football. Its personality is accepted, but production is demanded, man. Yep. And so who can be themselves and keep that production on a nice 30,000 foot? Let's go.
What you want. That's absolutely what you want. That sound was from T-Bone and Tyvis with Brian Hartline. One clip I wanted to play because I haven't heard this yet, but this is a guy that I'm very intrigued by. This is Max Clare. Coach Day joined T-Bone and Tyvis, and here he is on his new edition via the portal in Max Clare.
I remember after the season, Lathan and Caleb had said that he was the guy that they had the hardest time covering, and that kind of caught our attention. And then as we went through the film, Keenan Bailey, kind of brought the film to me, and we went through it and we watched it, and we just saw a lot of special traits right there. And then, he comes in and really had a good summer. I think it took a little while for him to get into the culture of how we do things here, get into the speed of things, and he's done it. He's got a lot of athleticism, and I think he's got a lot of versatility. So it's going to be a weapon that's exciting. And I think the whole tight end room is something that, is in a position right now to make a major impact on the program. Yeah. I think Keenan's done a nice job there, and I think Max is going to be a big part of that.
Depot, how earlier we were talking about Emeka, and we went down the road of this year the numbers may not look as good as they will in the years to come, just based off a lot of mouths to feed. For me, it's similar with Max Clare. The impact will be there, but I don't know if he's obviously not leading the team in receiving yards or anything like that. But I do think I'd be shocked if we're not talking about, that key grab from Max Clare in that moment, or this game where he did pop off and catch a couple touchdowns in the red zone or wherever it may be. You heard off the top of that clip, Lathan Ransom and guys that were ballers were saying, Coach, this dude is for real. And so now he's in your building, and I think he's going to be valuable for him.
Yeah, man. I'll go all the way back to Ruckert and, Nick Vanant. We haven't had a tight end with this potential in a very long time. Even Jake Stoneburner, my guy. And think about Max Clare. You know where he's from, man?
I don't.
He's a GCL guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he played at.
That means a lot.
Yeah, it means a lot. He's from North Bend Road, man. He played at St. Xavier High School, so he has no choice but to put on that scarlet and welcome home, Max. I don't know if anybody told you, man. Welcome home, bro. He's an Ohio guy. Embrace him like one. He's a Cincy guy. Let's go, Max Clare.
No doubt, man. That is today's Buckeye Bulletin. Coming up in the deep dive. After an update, TLC, Depot, and myself, we will go around the NFL. We are going to do an NFL offensive unit draft. The best offensive units in the league. Who are those to us? We'll have some fun next. It's Rothman and Ice right here on The Fan.
Catch the latest from the world of Ohio State athletics. Weeknights at 6 on The Buckeye Show. News, special guests, and everything scarlet and gray. The Fan.
This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, where we've successfully treated thousands of men for low testosterone and helped them feel like their old selves again. Please take a moment and listen to how we help Chad.
Hi, I'm Chad. I've been taking the low T treatment at Tri-State Men's Health for a little under a year now. So I was really just struggling with finding the energy to accomplish the things I wanted to do every day. By the end of the workday, I was very drained and tired and found it hard to concentrate and get my job done, and was looking for something to kind of get that edge back. Once I started taking the treatment, I felt probably within the first 2 to 3 weeks more energy. And the thing that really I noticed right away was sleeping. Now I get a solid 8 hours. I'm going on vacation. I'm enjoying myself. So men out there, if you're struggling with any of the symptoms I was, low energy, brain fog, lack of sleep, I would highly recommend you call Tri-State Men's Health. You won't regret it.
Thanks, Chad. It's true. Low T therapy will likely change your life. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
Are you ready for the ultimate entertainment experience? It's all here, only with Spectrum TV Select. Popular apps are included: Disney Plus, Max, Peacock Premium, Paramount Plus, AMC Plus, and more. And live TV for sports, entertainment, and news. Enjoy across your devices no matter when or where you are. Get Spectrum TV Select and start streaming your favorites today. It's all here. Visit spectrum.com/entertainment. Restrictions apply.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use, now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu. My Computer Career, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Delaware County Veterans Services, here for those who served. Located on the ground floor of the historic courthouse in downtown Delaware, our team of veteran county veteran service officers is ready to help you access VA benefits, emergency financial assistance, dental and medical grants, transportation, and more. Need a ride to a VA appointment, facing a financial emergency? Are you or your spouse simply looking for answers? Then give Delaware County Veterans Services a call. 740-833-2010 to schedule an appointment. Delaware County Veterans Services.
Hi, welcome to IKEA. Hi, I'm in a whirlwind of college prep. Gotcha. We've got affordable solutions to create the perfect college living space. Great. And visit our website to see how verified college students with an IKEA family account can receive a one-time use 15% off coupon. Nice. You guys think of everything. Pretty much. Offer ends 9/30/25. Valid ID required. Discount applied proportionally across items purchased as shown on receipt. See IKEA-USA.com/ready-for-college for complete terms.
Common Man here. I want to tell you about my guy, Bob Capace, owner-operator of Worthington Jewelers for the past 25 years. If your only experience is going to the mall for jewelry, Bob and his team will blow you away. Service, quality, and a great price. The store is busy all the time because people keep coming back. True story. My 8-year-old daughter says to me, "When can we go see Mr. Capace again? He's nice." Yes, he's nice. Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington, worthingtonjewelers.com.
We could tell you what makes Giant Eagle special, but we think our customers say it best.
I love the fresh produce. I love the fresh meat.
I'm pretty sure the fish guy knows me by now. We're buds.
I love to grill. That alone keeps me coming back.
The people that work here are so nice and so helpful.
Everybody loves the cakes from Giant Eagle.
On every shelf, in every department, we're always going for better because being your Giant Eagle matters.
This is my Giant Eagle.
This is my Giant Eagle.
This is my Giant Eagle.
Adam Schefter here for Vivid Seats, your ultimate destination for all your sports and concert needs this summer. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every home run and thrilling comeback in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Hey, Joe Fortenbaugh here. Whether you're locking in your home run picks or riding with your favorite golfers this summer, ESPN Bet is your sports book for all the action. Go from checking stats on your favorite teams and players to placing bets in just a few taps. Plus, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with the promo code JOEQ to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Ryan Baker. Day 2 of fall practice in the books for the Buckeyes. Ross Bjork joined Bishop and Friends this morning and talked about why they're in favor of automatic qualifiers for the college football playoff.
We're a believer that, look, the Big Ten and the SEC lead the way. Give us these AQ spots, automatic qualifying spots, but then you have to play your way into those spots. So I think there could be a lot more dynamic where the regular season truly matters no matter what.
They are absolutely flying through this game down at Great American Ballpark right now. They're in the bottom of the 6th. The Cincinnati Reds just took a 1-0 lead on a Matt McLean single. Brady Singer has 10 strikeouts. The Cleveland Guardians back at Progressive Field tonight, starting a series with the Minnesota Twins at 7:10, and the Columbus Clippers down in Jacksonville taking on the Jumbo Shrimp at 7:05.
shows just skim the surface, but Rothman and I feel like the biggest story of the day deserves a closer look. It's time for a deeper dive.
Sponsored by Low T Center. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
All right, let's get after it. Hour number 3 of the show. Welcome back in, Matty Ice. DeVere Posey in the house today for AR. Bottom of the hour, as we always do. Every Friday, we'll talk all things Major League Baseball with Jensen Lewis. So crazy trade deadline yesterday. Reds, Guardians both involved. So a lot to unpack with him. But now, in our deep dive, it's time to get after it. We love drafts around here, okay? It's fun for us to get after it and draft. So what we're going to do today is an NFL offensive unit draft. So the O-line, the quarterback, the playmakers, the running backs, tight ends, everybody is involved in this. And so TLC, I think you have cooked up the draft order. Are you, again, the number 1 pick in the draft? Because the last 2 drafts we've done, the 3 of us, you somehow, some way have come up with the number 1 overall pick. Is that trend continuing, my friend?
For the first time, I have randomly generated a draft order that did not have myself at number 1.
Randomly. Wow. Air quotes.
Now, we got 3 rounds, so we can't snake it because that's going to put whoever is in a third pick at the 3rd round in dead last. That's going to be tough.
Yep.
So we randomly generated it, so there is a round where every one of us has the first pick, every one of us has the second pick, every one of us has the 3rd pick. So that's as balanced as it can be for a bunch of odd numbers here, 3 people in 3 rounds. But the first round is going to go DeVere, then Ice, then myself.
Okay, so...
And I wish I had that first pick because I'd know who I'd take.
Me too.
Hold on.
Yes, sir.
I think my pick is better than the obvious pick. I have a 99 on my pick, but I think my number 2 is higher than the number 2 that you guys are thinking you're going with. I know Jamar Chase is a 99, but T is only a 86. The number 1 offensive unit, the number 1 overall draft pick is the Philadelphia Eagles offensive line.
Dang it.
You guys thought I was stupid? You guys thought I was going to take a wide receiver?
That's exactly where I was going. Because you get everything with them.
You do.
Now, people would push back on the quarterback. I'm not one of those people. No, I am not.
I said offensive line. Wait. We're doing position units?
The entire offensive unit.
Offensive unit. Oh, yeah, I'm taking Eagles still.
So you're right.
You're still picking the right squad.
Absolutely.
Their O-line is dominant. We know what time it is.
We both wanted them, so you're good.
That's exactly what I was going to take if you didn't take them.
Okay.
So now I'm up. With the 2nd pick in the Rothman and Ice 2025 offensive unit draft, Team Ice is selecting the Baltimore Ravens.
Dang it.
Baltimore coming off the board at 2.
Yep.
Playmakers all over the place. Top 3 quarterback in the sport. Derrick Henry still playing at a high level. Give me the Ravens at 2, TLC.
Oh, man. All right. With my first pick in this offensive draft, as my number 1 and number 2 flew off the board, unsurprisingly, I am going to settle. Yeah, look, man. Buffalo Bills are pretty good.
Okay.
I'm not like in love with what's on the outside. We need a little bit more to Keon Coleman, some development there. But if Josh Allen's at the helm, you're going to be pretty good. James Cook is a good back.
Their offensive line is dominant,
Just
too.
saying this. Okay, go ahead. We let the Chiefs out of the first round. You got shame on us.
I know. That's because their defense is better.
This is offensive. What?
Their offense has been...
All right, here we go.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not up.
Oh, you're not up.
Yeah.
It is actually. This one goes Ice, then me, then DeVere.
Okay. So this is where I got to make my money here. Look, Kansas City, I see what you're saying. Because I think in your mind, you're baking in Rashee Rice is back. Year 2 of Xavier Worthy with Hollywood.
They can only be better. They won't get worse.
I don't think they'll be worse, especially if Rashee's there. I agree. I am going to take off the board, fellas, the Detroit Lions. Top that. Ravens, Lions, back-to-back. Amon-Ra, Laporta in the game. You're big on Jameson Williams. You think he's popping off.
I like that.
This season. Their 2-headed running back room, David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs, ballers themselves. So I'm going to go with the Detroit Lions. I love all the weaponry they have there with my 2nd pick.
All right, I'll do it. I'll take the Bengals.
Okay.
Nice.
Weaponry everywhere.
Okay.
Still think they should have taken Sewell, but, whatever.
I was in the Sewell camp with you as well. We talked so much about that AR9.
I held on to that for 2021 like crazy.
Yeah.
Now it's a wash because they're both awesome.
That's what I was going to say. They wouldn't have missed either way.
So if you can keep Joe Burrow's back clean, please, for the sake of this draft, from a Steelers standpoint, I hope not. But I'll take the Bengals with my second-round pick.
Nice. Guys, taking the obvious. The division, the Super Bowl goes through this guy for the next 10 years. This is Patrick Mahomes. I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs in the second round. I like my first 2 rounds. Give me the 2 teams that's been in the past couple Super Bowls. Yeah, I'll take them. I got the Chiefs. I'm happy I'm getting out of these first 2 rounds. You guys are giving me charity.
Okay. And then this third round is me, then DeVere, then Ice.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
And we have hit the point where I don't know where to go. So I'm gonna have to really settle on someone I'm not thrilled with. Ice is gonna take the Rams, I guarantee it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna be stupid. I'm gonna be really stupid willingly right now.
Okay.
Because
say something crazy.
I'm predicting a little bit of a fall from Washington, and the whole Terry McLaurin, where's he going to play this year?
Yep.
I'm cooling off of them. I'm going to reach and maybe expedite this process in Atlanta.
Okay.
And say that it all comes together.
I'm not with that.
Oh. I'm not entirely with it either.
No, I'm not with
that. But
okay.
I don't love anybody else.
You guys are talking about okay, here we go. Is it
I love Drake London and I love Bijan.
Man, you guys are big.
Because he did clarify that.
Yeah.
It is not Bijan. He came out and said that we've all been saying it wrong. It's Bijan. Bijan Robinson. He made it known.
And
get it right.
I'm inspired enough by Penix.
I love it. I like that. Don't get me wrong. Like that. Me outside the show, not trying to win this draft. I love it for the optimism. But the competitive me in the studio right now trying to win this draft, you know who I'm going with.
To me, there's 2 heavy hitters still on the board.
Heavy hitters. I'm going with the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, no. That's not it for me.
Okay. All right, have a good one.
That ain't it, D-Pro.
Have fun, because I'll take my Matthew Golden, I'll take my Jalen Reed, I'll take some Christian Watson, I'll take Jordan Love in his year as a starter, working on his hip rotation. I'll take me some Josh Jacobs.
You got it. Have fun with that.
There we go.
You said 2 heavy hitters?
Yeah, for me.
Yeah.
Left on the board.
Commanders, Rams?
No.
Neither?
Neither. Rams I like.
Who did I miss?
How heavy? The Houston Texans?
Wait, is I forget. Is Ice a Bears guy?
It's not the Bears either.
There we go.
Can't believe you guys left this guy available for me. You kidding me? It's the Minnesota Vikings.
No.
Oh, my God.
The Minnesota Vikings.
Said J.J. McCarthy.
Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, T.J. Hawkinson. Come on down. Remember this name.
They started winning a lot of 12-7 games in the middle of last year.
Remember this name.
Brian Flores, what?
Jordan Mason. Sneaky running back pickup for the Minnesota Vikings, I think, is going to pop off. Can't believe you guys let me get Minnesota Vikings one of the best offensive lines in the league, arguably the best tackle duo in the league. You add Donovan Jackson to that mix, I'm in.
The biggest question mark in the NFL this year is J.J. McCarthy.
Give me the Minnesota Vikings.
Is Darisaw starting the season healthy?
That I don't know.
So can we track these 3 teams that we all took? Like you,
the last 3.
Yeah, you took
third round.
You took the Ravens, the Lions, and the Vikings.
Yes.
I took the Bills.
I can't believe you took the Packers. What is that?
What?
The Packers.
Yeah, they're gonna win that division.
No, they're not.
Okay, it's gonna be between them and the Lions. Okay.
All right.
Well, I took the Bills, Bengals, and Falcons.
Okay, so on the board for me,
I think you're mad that you didn't think about Green Bay because we've talked about this Green Bay experience, Jordan Love and these wide receivers and this running back
for 2 years.
You know Romeo Doubs?
I've been saying for 2 years.
He's still there?
I think we like the idea of the Packers more so than what they really are. They went on that playoff run. Everybody started hyping them up.
No.
And for me, it's an okay unit.
It was the second half of that season for Jordan Love.
Right.
And then they almost beat the 49ers but didn't. So there was this almost with them.
Correct.
But who did they beat that everybody's downing in that run? Who did they embarrass? The Cowboys. And you yourself said that I'm surprised that wasn't your third team.
Dallas. The Saints embarrassed them last year.
You don't like the running back.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, but you wanted to.
No, I didn't.
You love Dak more than you love Jordan Love. Just be honest.
I do. Yes.
Yep.
Jordan Love hasn't done anything.
He's beat Dak in the playoffs.
He hasn't done anything of significance.
He's beat Dak in the playoffs.
All I'm saying is
Dak lost to Trevor Lawrence to get into the playoffs.
For 2 years, people have been telling me how great the Packers are going to be. I have yet to see it.
Okay.
We left on the board, though, the Rams.
There you go.
Left on the board as well, the San Francisco 49ers, depending on how you feel about that unit. I thought one of you guys would draft them. So it's fun stuff, man. Anybody else that could be a wild? Anybody else? Could they get in the mix? Is there another team that we didn't draft that could pop off?
I might catch COVID-19. I might.
You're in on the Broncos.
Perhaps.
Yeah, we talked to Lindsay Rhodes earlier, and I was with her on the receivers. That's it.
They got a good offensive line, too.
They do. A very good offensive line. R.J. Harvey, new running back they're excited about out there. And J.K.'s there, right? J.K. Dobbins is out there, too. So I like that. I don't know if they're going to be top. Could they be top 12 in points this year? I don't see that. But they're going to be a good team. I do believe in
Maybe
that.
I should have taken the Dolphins instead of the Falcons.
What was the last team you just picked?
Minnesota.
So you think their offense is going to have a total amount of more passing yards, more rushing yards, more total touchdowns, and better first down efficiency
than the Packers? Yes.
Than the Packers?
I do. I believe in Kevin O'Connell, their head coach to play caller. I believe.
They might have more time of possession. That's probably it.
Will you have fun with Christian Watson that never plays and a rookie and Matthew Gold? You have fun with that unit. We need to put a bet on this.
We do.
We need to put a bet on this. TLC, what do we got coming up in pre-snap reads today, big dog?
Oh, we got the Cowboys versus Micah Parsons. You think they're on the same side, but not really.
The drama continues. We'll talk about it next. It's Rothman and Ice right here on The Fan.
A lot has changed in 30 years, but we're still that old shoe that feels worn in and well-loved. And, we smell a little, but you've accepted that. The Fan.
It's the summer event at Germain Honda of Dublin, and Rich has unbeatable offers. Lease a sleek 2025 Honda Accord LX for as low as $329 a month, or finance it with 3.99% APR. Or upgrade to adventure with a 25 Honda Pilot Sport all-wheel drive. Leases starting at $429 per month or 4.49% APR. Drive into summer with style, comfort, and confidence. Visit Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270. See dealer for details.
Working your way through that honey-do list? That means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing and drain cleanings and repairs and all your heating and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your furnace or air conditioner. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain cleaning? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing issues? Call the Waterworks. Furnace repairs? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks, trusted neighborhood plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers, and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. American Family Insurance can help protect your dream home for whatever comes next. You can live in your own oasis or your own clubhouse. Whatever you choose, get the right coverage. Save up to 23% by bundling home and auto. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Hey friends, Beamer here, and dropping just 25 pounds with Awaken 180 can actually give you 10 extra degrees of golf swing rotation. That's about a half a club longer, 6 to 10 extra yards on every swing, but from experience, lose 75 pounds like I did, and now we're talking next level distance, consistency, and even mood, especially on the back nine. And actually, every pound you drop takes 4 pounds of pressure off your knees. So I lost 300 pounds of pressure off of mine. Take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame. Online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Join Timmy Hall for Buckeye Replay this Saturday at 1. Classic games of Ohio State football history.
Sponsored by Weber Grills.
This week, Ohio State and Tennessee. Playoff action in the shoe. The Fan. The Fan.
I love my public school. My teachers are awesome. And everyone who works here makes sure I have what I need to learn and be my best. My classmates and I need your support too. Please stand with the Ohio Education Association to ask for the fully funded public schools every kid deserves.
Ohio's public schools are the heart of our communities. They're safe, welcoming learning environments where everyone can thrive.
Because in Ohio, public education matters.
You can stream the game on your phone while you're gardening. You can stream it while you walk the dog. You can stream it at a trampoline park. You can even stream it at a monster truck rally. But the second you get behind the wheel, the game's over. Remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A beautiful Friday ahead. Will be much more comfortable, less humidity, and comfortable temperatures in the low 80s with plenty of sunshine. And then for tonight, mostly clear skies overnight with our lows a crisp upper 50s. For Saturday, get ready for mostly sunny skies, dry conditions, and our highs yet again in the low 80s. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with your 10 weather impact forecast.
Bet365, the official online sports book of Rothman and Ice. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Rothman and Ice present Pre-Snap Reads.
Sponsored by Newman Roofing. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF. Or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
All right, before we get to some pre-snap reads that involves some breaking news that literally came down during the break when it comes to Micah Parsons, let's do a little Bet365 action, because at Bet365, we don't do ordinary. Bet365 is the official sports betting partner of the Cleveland Guardians. Keep an eye out for Cleveland Guardians Boost and Super Boost on day of games. I'm looking at the New York Yankees tonight, down in the 305, taking on the Miami Marlins. They got some new juice in the building. That being the Yankees, with some of the additions they made at the trade deadline yesterday. Give me Giancarlo Stanton to hit a home run down there in Miami at plus 290. So check out Bet365, their website. Download the Bet365 app today. If you're looking for a new sports book, get on over to Bet365 because they have a great new sign-up offer waiting for you. All you have to do is bet $5. You will get $150 in bonus bets, whether your bet wins or loses. So again, download the Bet365 app today. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. 21 plus only. You must be physically located in Ohio. Offer subject to meeting qualifying criteria.
And may the odds be ever in your favor.
So if you weren't paying attention on social media throughout the day, things just seems like by the hour now are just getting worse and worse down there in Dallas. And Diana Rossini reported prior to us hopping on the air that the Micah Parsons Cowboys relationship has deteriorated to the point where the star pass rusher is considering drastic measures. Those drastic measures have now been put in motion because during our last break, it's being reported by Adam Schefter and others that Micah Parsons has requested a trade to get out of Dallas. And TLC, you're telling me that he has released a statement. Can you read off some of this statement from the former Penn State Nittany Lion?
2:16 p.m., so 6 minutes ago. The caption of this tweet is, "Thank you, Dallas," with a
lion, crown, and a prayer hands emoji all attached to it. And we have multiple screenshots of his notes section on his phone. So it came from him, although maybe it's a Shannon Sharp situation where someone just sent it to him, and he was smart enough to copy and paste it instead of just screenshotting it. But this does come off as Micah Parsons himself. Here we go. Yes, I wanted to be here. I did everything I could to show that I wanted to be a Cowboy and wear the star on my helmet. I wanted to play in front of the best fans in sports and make this America's team once again. The team my pops and I grew up cheering for way up in Harrisburg, PA. Unfortunately, I no longer want to be here. I no longer want to be held to closed-doors negotiations without my agent present. I no longer want shots taken at me for getting injured while laying it on the line for the organization, our fans, and my teammates. I no longer want narratives created and spread to the media about me. I had purposely stayed quiet in hopes of getting something done. But since there is confusion out there, let me clear some things up. I had my agent reach out to the Cowboys last offseason after my third year in hopes of getting a deal done early. Unfortunately, the team did not want to start any negotiations at that point. I was okay with that, didn't complain, and focused on the 2024 season. After the season, I told my agent once again to let the team know that we were open to negotiate when they met at the Combine. My agent informed me I should wait for other deals to get done because the price would only go up. But I didn't care and wanted to secure myself as a Cowboy long term. This was before any of the other pass rusher deals got done this offseason. I knew I would be leaving money on the table, but again, I was okay with that. Again, radio silence as far as my extension. In March, I met with Mr. Jones to talk about leadership. Somehow the conversation turned into him talking contract with me. Yes, I engaged in a back and forth in regards to what I wanted from my contract, but at no point did I believe that this was supposed to be a formal negotiation. So it kind of sounds like they tried to get his agent out of it, which is obviously way more beneficial to them than it is to him.
Right.
He also says, when my agent reached out and spoke to Adam, he was who's Adam? What? I think I may have skipped a line, but somewhere there's an Adam in here. My agent,
Adam Heller.
There you go. My agent, of course, told him that wasn't the case and also reached out to Stephen Jones. Again, the team decided to go silent. At that point, we decided we would allow the team to reach out to us whenever they decided they wanted to talk, yet still not a call, email, or text to my agent about starting a negotiation. Up to today, the team has not had a single conversation with my agent about a contract. Not one demand has been made by my agent about money, years, or anything else. Still, I stayed quiet, but again, after repeated shots at myself and all the narratives, I have made a tough decision. I no longer want to play for the Dallas Cowboys. My trade request has been submitted to Stephen Jones personally.
So there you go. And thank you, TLC, for rolling through all of that. Yeah, it was a lot, man. It was a lot you had to unpack.
That's like reading in front of the class back in the first grade.
I was always like, don't pick me, don't pick me.
I'm about to say popcorn DeVere.
It's good stuff. So there we go. Listen, the drama was already there, and this has been brewing since, and Micah touched on it there in the statement. Jerry Jones made some comments and called him out for his availability that wasn't accurate and all of that. And so I hear this. I do. But we've seen this before. We started the show talking about Terry McLaurin doing the same thing. There's only so many cards you can play.
Micah heard our show. He heard our segment.
Let me get in my notes section. And get active.
This is how I feel about this. I want to be traded.
He's 26.
I know.
He's been obviously very productive for them. Last year was a little bit of a down year based off the bar that he set, but he's tremendous in what he does.
Absolutely.
Depot. I don't know what the problem is with franchises that have these guys that are stars. And then when it's time to pay up, you play these games.
So weird.
But they paid everybody else.
They did. But my thing is you know what you have. He's a known commodity as one of the best pass rushers in the sport. This shouldn't be. Well, go ahead.
You know what it's about, bro. He's podcast P. He's podcast Parsons. It's more about when stuff like this happens, it's the person.
So you're telling me Jerry and Stephen Jones are sitting back and saying, we don't want to pay him because he does a podcast?
Absolutely.
That's foolish.
Well, here's the thing, Matty. Here's the thing. If I owe you $100 million, we're friends now, but I'm going to find something about you that I don't have to pay you $100 million. I'm looking for a reason not to pay you $100 million. And if you got a microphone and your name is Podcast Parsons and you are doing post-game thoughts before you even talking to the media,
guess what?
I do feel a way about that. I don't want to pay you $100 million.
If I'm Micah Parsons, I don't want to hear any of that. You know why? Okay. Because you, Jerry Jones, every single week do a radio show and you come out and say stuff that is a distraction for the team, and you're still doing it. So it can't just be a player thing.
And he threatens to fire the hosts.
Correct.
Right, but hold on, that's not like Micah Parsons isn't Jerry Jones.
I get that.
Like, you can't say his behavior, like, he's not a billionaire team owner.
But my thing is,
he's going to be a winner one day.
If he's trying to get paid, he's trying to get paid. Like, you can't compare like what a wealthy man does with his team and his media.
I understand from Jerry's lens.
A player.
From Jerry's lens, I hear what you're saying. Yeah. Perception wise, though, if that is their reason why they don't want to pay him, to me I'm not connecting the dots there. Like,
so his off the field behavior,
to me, it's not a problem. Like, I don't think. To me, does that a problem for you?
It's a distraction.
Is it?
And distractions are problems.
I don't know. I think this is pretty black and white for me. Cut and dry with where we should be at this point. You have a 26-year-old phenom. You pay him $40+ million the next 4 years, and let's move on.
So let me ask you. If Draymond Green, before he won a championship and before he got paid, had a podcast and played the way he played, you think the Golden State Warriors would have paid him all that money?
The key in what you just said is played the way he played. The way Draymond played for Golden State was valuable and helped win games. What Micah Parsons does, that's all that matters is on the field, is getting home.
But Draymond didn't have a podcast then. That's what I'm saying. Like, he wasn't doing post-game interviews on the pod.
My thing is, at the time, if he was, it shouldn't be about that. That's not
because he got paid first, then he got a mic.
I get what you're saying.
This dude is trying to have a mic before he got paid. Like, it doesn't work like that.
The podcast for Micah Parsons should have nothing to do with his contract. Nothing. If we're talking off the field, legal stuff,
he did this to himself.
It's crazy. But either way,
he rushed the passer, yes or no?
That's the way I think. And it may not be as simple as that, but that's how I think.
On the weeks that he didn't get home to the passer, he's going to get on his pod and tell you why he didn't.
Yeah.
I like that insight. Okay. Well, we're wrong.
Yeah, and if I'm the guy that's paying him, I don't want to watch that.
He's not missing practice for it.
So you would
he's
trade
taking
him
time out of his free time.
No, it's not that I would trade him. I just think there isn't a world to where, like, this deal isn't done in a nasty way, and that the Cowboys are saying, hey, like, at some turn, I'm gonna try and, like, get this back, right? Or at some way, should I let this talent walk out the door, or will this problem of what already is bothering me, because this conversation started as a leadership conversation that led into a contract conversation. Why was this text message sent to Micah and saying, hey, Micah, come talk to me. I want to talk to you about leadership. And then it moves into a contract conversation. There's obviously a problem with the way that he thinks he's leading. And before I pay you, I want to talk to you about that. So, yeah, we're going to talk about leadership to money.
I don't care about that, Depot. I don't care about the leadership. Get home. Sack quarterbacks. That's what we're paying you to do.
Unfortunately, in the world we live in,
there's other guys that can be leaders.
Matty, like, you're great on the microphone, but you just can't say anything you want. Right? Like it does matter.
Seriously.
You just can't.
Interesting stuff, to say the least, down there in Dallas. Coming up in 2 minutes, we'll talk all things Major League Baseball with our guy, Jensen Lewis. It's Rothman and Ice right here on The Fan.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
1-800-GOT-JUNK does two things differently.
We repurpose a lot of the junk we haul away.
So the donatables get donated to a family that needs them, and the recyclables get recycled.
Your neighbors are happy, and the planet is healthy.
What's number two?
We have enough trucks that we can come the day you call us.
1-800-GOT-JUNK is the world's largest junk removal service.
And that's good for your neighbors, and for the planet.
And for you, because we can come the day you call us.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. My good friends over at Sleep Better Columbus want you to know that if you're 65 or older, enjoying those golden years, but maybe you're dealing with restless nights, you need to listen up. Are you tossing and turning, struggling with sleep apnea, and that leaves you wiped out during the day? Well, it's time to reclaim your rest with Dr. Mark Levy at Sleep Better Columbus. As a leading provider in non-surgical sleep apnea treatments, Dr. Levy helps you breathe easier and sleep deeper with custom oral appliances, a comfortable alternative to CPAP. The best part is that Sleep Better Columbus is in network with most medical insurance plans and is a proud Medicare provider, so your coverage can work seamlessly with Sleep Better Columbus. And as we head toward the end of the year, don't let those benefits go unused. You don't want to wait to use your deductible. Act now to make the most of it with Sleep Better Columbus. Call Sleep Better Columbus today at 800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com. Once again, that number, 800-MORE-SLEEP or sleepbettercolumbus.com for your consultation. Sleep better, live better. You've earned it.
Rothman and Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Crowd the plate at your own risk. It's time for some chin music with former big leaguer and president of the Bald is Beautiful fan club, Jensen Lewis.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Don't go through another air conditioner breakdown. For fast, friendly service, call the experts at Logan Services now for a free estimate and next day air installation.
All right, welcome back in. We do it every Friday at this time. It is time to examine everything happening around Major League Baseball in our Chin Music segment with the one and only Jensen Lewis. J. Lou, happy Friday, my man. How are you?
Everything is good, my man. What a flurry of a deadline yesterday. A lot of teams making moves, and excited to see what the stretch run has for us the next couple of months.
No doubt, brother. Let's start up in Cleveland. I actually want to start with Stephen Kwan because I was watching MLB Network yesterday and getting down to the last moments of the MLB trade deadline, and they kept going back to the Dodgers, maybe sniffing around Cleveland specifically. Stephen Kwan, what did you hear about that? Obviously, he was not traded, but what were some of the chatters that was out there for you, Jalen, when it comes to Stephen Kwan?
Yeah, and you and I, too. A bit of surprise, maybe, that he was not moved, but also not surprised because learning what potentially the asking price was something that I don't even think the LA Dodgers would have been comfortable parting with. And I think that gives you maybe two different avenues to go down. Number one, there have been those rumors of Cleveland trying to extend Stephen Kwan and potentially Kwan's camp, turning those down. And so now it's just a little over 2.5 years of team control left. If he's going to turn it down, then what's the point of holding on to it? By contrast, of course, we know where they are in the standings, right? Just 3 games back of a playoff spot beginning play tonight, and they're going to face a Minnesota Twin team that not only waved the white flag, but they're going to have like that first day at school of introducing themselves to everyone because it's a completely new team. But all that being said, I think they really didn't do anything to address what the primary problem is. And guess what? It's offense. And it's the team with the dead last batting average. They're bottom third in on base and OPS and runs scored. So, yes, you're close to a playoff spot, but did you really do anything to reinvigorate that clubhouse and say, yeah, fellas, we believe in you, we're going for it?
So Shane Bieber is now a Toronto Blue Jay, and so they've got kind of a crafty vets kind of starting rotation up there now in Toronto with Max Scherzer and now Shane Bieber. But just give us your feel on that move from Cleveland's perspective and why they thought it was a good deal. Time to move him up to Toronto.
Yeah, and honestly, Matty, on paper, you can understand from that front office perspective of they did not want to run the risk of having him not be able to pitch at all, let alone meaningful innings for them. The next couple of weeks when he came back from the rehab. I personally think, why re-sign him, pay him all the money, rehab him? How do you convince a fan base to say, oh, yeah, we're serious about winning? We brought this guy back to rehab and then all of a sudden ship him off for a guy that is not going to contribute to our Major League club maybe until as early as sometime next year. So I get it from a monetary perspective. It's unfortunate because I think if you look at where his rehab was to this point, he's showing you the signs that potentially he's going to be back. So he's going to be a free agent anyway. Do you get a top 5 prospect? Yep. But as the great Casey Stern would always say, prospects are cool, parades are cooler. And I would rather, have a team go all in kind of the way that you're seeing Toronto do it. They're taking a chance here and I think it's one that could potentially provide one of the great rewards of the trade deadline.
We're talking all things Major League Baseball with Jensen Lewis here in our Chin Music segment. J. Lou, let's go down to the Natty because the Reds right now, they're games back of that last spot. They trade in the division with the Pittsburgh Pirates to bring in Ke'Bryan Hayes to shore up their defense. You like that fit next to Ellie on the left side of the infield?
Yeah, certainly. And by the way, just the footnote of what as crazy an eighth inning I think as I've ever seen in my lifetime, let alone big league career. That was wild and unfortunate. You expend all that to come back and lose in extra innings. But it is what it is at this point, and you're right. They're right in the thick of things. You have 3.5 out, trying to run down San Diego, Philadelphia, and I think they're in a really good spot adding Ke'Bryan Hayes to really shore up that left side. And again, you get the home run in his first couple of ABs there at the bottom of the order. Does he lengthen the lineup? You would hope so. I think that's just all bonus points. But in October, or at least down the stretch, you need to be able to pick the baseball. And there's not a better guy in the industry right now than Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Let's zoom out from Ohio and talk about some of these other deals. One that was eye-opening to me was the Minnesota Twins, as you mentioned, moving on from Carlos Correa and shifting him back to his old stomping ground with the Houston Astros. The fit down there in H-Town, J. Lou, is that shortstop, is that third base? Like, where do you think he's going to fit in?
Yeah, it sounds like, Matty, those conversations were had before this deal was even close to being consummated, that they had to know, at least Houston did, that if acquiring Correa, that he would already be agreeable to shift over to third base. And it sounds like from the reports that Isaac Paredes' hamstring is far worse than even Houston anticipated. So an area of need that they address for sure. Number two, you get a healthy Jeremy Pena back at some point, and knowing that he played pretty much like an MVP candidate for most of the first half. The band gets back together there, at least at the top of the lineup, right? Altuve, Pena, Correa in those mid-20 to late 2010s where they were into the Fall Classic a couple of times. So they addressed what they needed to from a position player standpoint. I think maybe a little bit still left to be desired in the rotation, but I think when you have that kind of shutdown bullpen from Hader and Abreu, Brian King's been awesome, Bennett Sousa, Steven Okert, they got a lot of internal reinforcements, and the big one probably they're still waiting for Yordan Alvarez. You find him back healthy into this lineup, and all of a sudden, here we go. It's the old Houston Astros coming to bat.
J-Lu, I don't know about you, but me personally, I love an aggressive GM.
Yes.
And that, for me, is A.J. Preller to the T, because this guy does not mess around. They go out and make a whole bunch of moves. You got stars already in place, as you already know, but this dude is very aggressive, and I'm here for it.
Again, you go out and get Mason Miller to team with Robert Suarez. You've got, 4 All-Stars now in the bullpen for San Diego. And let's be honest, it's a 5-inning game with Suarez, Miller, Jason Adam, Adrian Morihone, Jeremy Estrada. They've been able to now shorten it effectively to a half game. If you don't have a lead after 5, it's over. I think it's a sneaky good add to getting Ryan O'Hearn for the stretch run, but also Ramon Laureano answers an immediate question for them in left field, and then also under team control now, I think, for the next year or two. So they have a solution in-house, and maybe the sneakiest of all, Matty, is Freddie Freeman, a very athletic kid from Kansas City who I think is going to slot in so much better. In all due respect to Martin Maldonado, he was there for his defense. Freddie, for me, gives you at least some punch there to help turn that lineup back over to the top.
So Aaron Judge is down right now dealing with an injury, but the Yankees made some moves yesterday. Highlight maybe a move or two that you liked for the Yankees and their outlook, more importantly, their ceiling the rest of the way, J. Lou. Do you think the Yankees are a contender this year?
Yeah, I do. And here's the thing, Matty. My top 3 winners at the deadline were the Mets, the Mariners, and the Padres, and I had a real tough time leaving the Yankees out of the top 3 just because they address their primary need, I think, if they're going to get back and deep into October. And same scenario as the Padres shortening a game. That's exactly what the Yankees have done now. So Devin Williams and David Bednar, Luke Weaver, Camilo Duvall. I mean, you're talking as premium swing and miss stuff there of Williams, Bednar, and Duvall. And then Weaver, as we know, was the hero for them in October last year. So effectively, again, now Brian Cashman has helped make it a 6-inning game, if not shorter, for a Yankee staff that is going to have to heavily rely on Max Fried and Carlos Rodon for some big-time innings, not only down the stretch, but what they hope into October as well.
So Kyle Raleigh just can't stop, won't stop, hits another dinger here yesterday. And now you touched on the Mariners being the team that you liked and how aggressive they've been. That lineup now, J-Lou, looks pretty legit. We've been talking the last couple of years. They have the pitching, right? That's never really been an issue. But now it seems like maybe they can go blow for blow with some of the heavy hitters.
Well, I would agree. And honestly, Matty, I liked the lineup construction from Dan Wilson in yesterday's series opener against the Rangers, having Arozarena as the leadoff man, Cal Raleigh in the 2 spot, and then, however you want to do it with Julio Rodriguez, Josh Naylor, Eugenio Suarez. Bottom of their lineup, I think, is a bit more athletic than they get credit for. But again, the scariest part is that Seattle hits now, and they have yet to really put it all together from a rotation and a bullpen standpoint. When they do that, and I still think it's all in there for them, this might be the team to beat in the AL postseason.
You believe in the Brewers or the Cubs more the rest of the way? It looks like it's going to be a tight race in the NL Central, J-Lou.
I got to stick to the chalk, man. I actually picked the Brewers at the beginning of the year, and I love what they're doing in the rotation. I think the offense is the biggest surprise to me that they've been able to do what they've done, even navigating a couple of inconsistencies. I mean, Andrew Vaughn looks like the second coming now with his transformation coming over from the White Sox, and what a huge addition he's been. I tell you, I don't think anyone is jumping in to the deep end excited to face this team in a potential wild card series with Freddie Peralta, Quinn Priester, and pick your poison between Jacob Mizrachi or Brandon Woodruff in a winner-take-all.
No doubt about it. J. Lou, as always, we appreciate your time, my man, and we will talk to you next week.
You got it, buddy. Thanks so much.
Thank you. J. Lou is on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. We got to give away right now a $50 gift card to Skyline Chili. 614-821-9710 is TLC's hotline number. Earlier in the show, I asked DeVere, if you were to get a face tattoo, how much money would you need to go through with that deal? 614-821-9710 is TLC's hotline number. You get it right, you will get a $50 gift card to Skyline Chili. We will hit the finish line of the show in week next. We'll tell the truth. It's Rothman and Ice right here on The Fan.
We used to have a billboard with our host's face on it, but only ugly people work here now.
You mama say you ugly, hey!
The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Skyline is introducing a new chicken chili. Come get that world-famous Skyline flavor you love with a new protein option. Try the new Skyline chicken chili on Waze, Coney's, and all your Skyline favorites. At Columbus Skyline locations only while supplies last.
When it comes to your roofing, siding, or gutter needs, call Newman Roofing. 614-NEW-ROOF. NewmanRoofing.com.
Leaky pipes, no hot water, issues with your sewer or drains? When plumbing problems strike, Logan Services is ready to help you out. We offer free estimates on water heaters, water softeners, and drain lines. Whether it's a surprise leak or an aging water tank, we'll give you an honest recommendation so you can take action fast. Don't wait. Schedule your free plumbing estimate now. Fast, friendly service you trust from Logan Services.
Road trip! This summer at Tire Discounters, your tires are your passport to savings, because you're driving to Paris,
Texas,
then it's off to Rome,
Georgia,
and you'll be kissing the Blarney Stone in Dublin,
Ohio!
Right now, save up to $434 when you buy 4 tires, and that includes a free alignment and oil change. Stop at Tire Discounters before you see the world.
Are you ready for the ultimate entertainment experience? It's all here, only with Spectrum TV Select. Popular apps are included: Disney Plus, Max, Peacock Premium, Paramount Plus, AMC Plus, and more. And live TV for sports, entertainment, and news. Enjoy across your devices no matter when or where you are. Get Spectrum TV Select and start streaming your favorites today. It's all here. Visit spectrum.com/entertainment. Restrictions apply.
You can stream the game on your phone while you're gardening. You can stream it while you walk the dog. You can stream it at a trampoline park. You can even stream it at a monster truck rally. But the second you get behind the wheel, the game's over. Remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
Hi, welcome to IKEA. Hi, I'm in a whirlwind of college prep. Gotcha. We've got affordable solutions to create the perfect college living space. Great. And visit our website to see how verified college students with an IKEA family account can receive a one-time use 15% off coupon. Nice. You guys think of everything. Pretty much. Offer ends 9/30/25. Valid ID required. Discount applied proportionally across items purchased as shown on receipt. See IKEA-USA.com/ready-for-college for complete terms.
Do you feel that? The season is getting closer. Buckeye football comes your way in 29 days. Every game, every season. Proud to be your flagship home for Ohio State football. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Men, the summer is here. Longer days, warmer nights, and romance in the air. Intimate dinners, walks on the beach, dancing in the moonlight. But if you have erectile dysfunction, you know it can ruin romance, both for you and the one you love. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you have ED, don't let another summer go by without getting treated, because intimacy is one of the greatest things in life, and fear of not being able to perform should not be something you have to deal with. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're ED experts. We've successfully treated tens of thousands of men. Our protocols work when others don't, and we have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases. You could even last up to an hour or more and perform like you haven't in years. So call us. Your initial appointment is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Right Way Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Tell the truth with Rothman and Ice.
Sponsored by Window Nation. Get 50% off all window styles, plus no interest until 2030. Visit windownation.com now.
All right, TLC, it's your time to cook again, my man. What do you have chefing up over there in Tell the Truth land today?
So the YouTubers were joining the conversation earlier.
Shout out to our listeners, both on YouTube and everywhere else. We love you guys.
So Andrew Weinberg says, 100 million, I would do it for 5 million, 100%, probably 1 million in terms of getting a face tattoo.
Okay, listen, like we said, every man has a price.
Okay, Weinberg.
You can live well off $5 million. You can live well off $1 million. And nobody said you had to get the whole face tatted up.
Yeah.
This could be something very, very small. It can make you could tat a fake freckle on your face, Depot. Be a loophole. See?
I had a guy too. He wrote me and said, "Hey Depot, you're sliding with Slimy Jones family over Micah Parsons." I say he does the same thing with every player. He's their common denominator. Here's the thing, what you got? What was it? Phenomenal fat. Listen, bro, I don't care about the Cowboys, and I don't think Micah Parsons should have a podcast when you're trying to get $100 million, bro. Be quiet, get paid. I don't care about how Jerry Jones does stuff. I have no.
Did you just say shut up and dribble?
You know what I said? Podcast P, you should maybe turn the mic off and get the deal signed. Yeah.
Last year.
You haven't, like these guys, so the guy who responded on Shut Up and Dribble, let's just be honest. It was LeBron James. You're not that guy yet. You haven't won a chip. I feel you. But, bro, just do the business traditionally and get it done.
I think at the end of the day, this deal will get done.
Yep.
You had last year their franchise quarterback. I don't believe he requested a trade, though. This was just negotiating back and forth.
Yep.
The deal got done on a Sunday, when the first game of the year, when they played the Cleveland Browns. Mm-hmm. I don't think Jerry Jones is going to start the year without Micah Parsons on the field, especially an owner that he's deep into the back nine of his career as an owner and a GM. Like, it would just be a complete swing and a miss to not get this. Real quick, J.J. Watt, who you played with.
Yeah.
He tweeted this out about 20 minutes ago. Take care of your best players early, saves money, saves headaches. The longer you wait, the higher the price. Yep. Cincinnati Bengals just went through this last year. Mm-hmm. They didn't want to pay Jamar Chase. Jamar said, okay, all right, I'm just going to go out and win the Triple Crown. And you got to pay more. That's what's it's a head scratching to me. Podcast or not, I don't know, Depot. But yeah, there it is. If you're just now hopping in.
I think it's one of those situations, pay for play. Go and play. Show me what you got one more time.
They know what he is. You know what Micah Parsons is. If this was a guy that had been, let's say, dealing with injuries and it was spotty as far as his availability, then I could understand, okay, let's see a little bit more. But with this dude, it's like, come on, man.
Man, maybe I'm just messed up because if I am a GM and I have a guy who's this good and I'm like, hey, man, I'm about to piss you off to get the best, to get a Jamar Chase Triple Crown season, you think, like business-wise, that you shouldn't stand on that and make him earn that? I think you should pay him and just let him let off just a little bit on a year that you have to win, and you went out and traded for George Pickens. You got the offensive power. You need the offensive lineman. And you say, hey, my best player, I kind of want him pissed off playing, like, mad every Sunday.
I hear that.
Okay.
But I think because of what J.J. Watt, and if you're just now hopping in, you're not really grasping what we're talking about. Micah Parsons has requested a trade out of Dallas.
I see both sides of it. I see Micah Parsons side. I see Jerry Jones side. It's tough.
I can't remember, Depot, if it was the CD deal or the Dak deal. When it took that long, it took away their ability to go sign Derrick Henry.
Both.
It was both deals, right?
They were back to back. Yeah.
And so they had, like, Derrick Henry's a Texas guy. He was interested in going to play for the Cowboys, but they didn't have the money because Jerry Jones was playing this game. So it can affect you in those that way. But again, like he's gonna get the deal done. People are out here that are around Dallas that are saying he's interested in going to play with Dan Quinn, who was his defensive coordinator in Dallas before he took the Washington job. I would be shocked if Dallas traded him in the division, but we shall see. That's the latest.
Hey, DeVere, go deep, man.
The great Tim May right there.
And we got another one that says, for $100 million, would you let Bobby Carpenter give you a face tattoo?
Yeah.
That one is against your will.
The general, you listen. You don't know what you're getting.
To get a little bit artistic.
You don't know what you're getting. I would just have the cash with me in the room, TLC, and that would make me feel a lot better going through it.
DeVere, if you had to start a podcast with any of your former teammates, college or pro, who would be your first phone call?
Man, I tried the podcast. I'll be honest, man.
I like Cushing would be interesting.
Yeah, Cushing.
Oh my gosh, I would listen to every episode.
Yeah, Cushing would be good. I don't
even care that he roided.
Yeah, I think a Arian Foster Cushing one would be good. Then I also think a Ronnie Stanley, Lamar Jackson would be good. Then my Ohio State teammates. Yeah, I would probably do a Cam Hayward and. I would do a Jake McQuaid. Guys don't know about
interesting.
Jake McQuaid, man.
Not expecting that name. Yeah. It's good stuff. It'd be fun. I'd listen to all of those. Speaking of podcasts, if you miss anything from our show, you can always catch up wherever you get your podcast. All you have to do is type in Rothman and Ice. Everything we do from noon to 3. We'll be waiting there for you. Bet365 is the exclusive sports betting sponsor of the Rothman and Ice pod.
And I am looking at a half-empty bottle of Cavatier, which means that we are just about out of time.
That's all we got. Depot. As always, man, appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Have a good weekend.
TLC, great job on the board. Folks, we love you. Stay warm out there. Stay safe. We will talk to you on Monday at high noon. It's Rothman and Ice right here on The Fan.
Question from a listener. Do you dopes ever get tired of talking about Ohio State? No. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
The Fan.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
You ever feel like your money is just lying around? Switch to Huntington Bank, and your money is always doing something.
Like what?
Like automatically pushing more to savings so you can take that trip.
I like trips.
Who doesn't? It even tracks your progress. You're almost there.
Wow, I better pack.
And it charts your spending so you know which vacation hat you can afford.
How does it know I like hats?
Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
You know, it's not the shoes. It's what you can put in them that makes all the difference. Hey, it's Anthony. I've been a customer at the Good Feet store for a while now, and I'm all about my personally fit arch supports. They support my feet better than all the insoles I've jammed into my shoes over the years. And my Good Feet arch supports help me in a ton of ways, from overall support and balance to stabilizing my heels, and the fact they distribute my body weight, especially when I'm golfing. I literally have spring in my step now. Check them out for yourself. The free fitting is designed to help them understand you, your pain, and your discomfort. It's simple. Just stop by the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway or Stringtown Road in Grove City. You don't need an appointment, but you can certainly schedule one very easily online. Get back to living the life you love with the Good Feet store. For more than 30 years, they've taken great pleasure in helping thousands discover the comfort they've been dreaming of, just like me. Get professionally fitted at goodfeet.com.
At Metal Supermarkets, we're all about getting you and your crew to quit in time sooner. That's why our service is a cut above. You see, no matter the project, we'll get you to the right metal, shape, and grade. Cut to any size, ready real fast. And yeah, we'll deliver, leaving plenty of time for the important things, like opening an ice-cold can of aluminum. Metal Supermarkets, the convenience store for metal.
Reds fans' Grammy Award-winning band Train is coming to Great American Ballpark on August 13th as part of the Ohio Lottery post-game concert series. Cheer on your Reds as they close out the series against the Phillies, and stick around after the game for a live set from Train. Plus, you can upgrade your access to a pit field pass for an up-close view of Train. For tickets and more information, visit reds.com/concerts.
I have a buddy who's going to be popping the question soon. He's planning everything out. He asked me, can you help me out with the ring? I said, of course I can. I've got a guy, Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. Now you talk, Bob.
Hi, I'm Bob Capace. I'm your guy.
Go in, see my friends at Worthington Jewelers. Tell them I sent you, and you'll get the true VIP experience.
I'll treat them better than I treat you.
That's not hard. Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington. WorthingtonJewelers.com, where Columbus gets engaged. And tell them Common Man sent you.
At Dick's Sporting Goods, we have always believed sport has the power to change lives. Community happens here. Change happens here. Sport happens here. Introducing the all-new Dick's House of Sport, bringing new experiences, new services, and unrivaled selection from the top brands to a new place Polaris can call home. Featuring a rock wall, a HitTrax multi-sport cage, and 3 golf hitting bays. Dick's House of Sport at Polaris Fashion Place. Grand opening celebration August 15th through August 17th.
This radio commercial was made to convince you to stop speeding. We can't use law enforcement siren sound effects on the radio, so we'll use other equally jarring sound effects to get your attention, like telling you if you get a speeding ticket, it doesn't end there. You have to pay expensive fines. You can't go to your friend's wedding because that also costs money. And your insurance rates could increase. See? We didn't have to use law enforcement sirens after all. Getting a speeding ticket has consequences. Sooner or later, speeding catches up with you. Brought to you by NHTSA.
Central Ohio contractors and homeowners. Tired of overpriced, low-quality cabinets? Well, it's time to upgrade your cabinet game. 3D Cabinetry is your go-to for fast, hassle-free service and cabinets you can trust from order to install. 3D Cabinetry delivers fully assembled all-wood affordable cabinets. No delays, no stress. Just quality craftsmanship delivered on time every time. Get started with your free consultation today at 3dcabinetry.net. That's 3dcabinetry.net.